late is not my favorite, but he loves it.
Hello, guys. It's the NiceGuyAndy podcast. You know what we do. We watch wrestling. It is Thursday night, not Wednesday night, and I guess we're watching Impact tonight a little bit. So we have a special. This is a special date. We got so many people wanting to be on the show that we started doing Thursdays too, and we have a special guest tonight, Lady Inferno.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, and Fiji WildMan.
How you guys doing?
Well, thank you. And Johnny's going to take over right now. I got some stuff to do on. I got to share the.
That's right.
Stuff
That's
on
right.
Facebook, so he'll talk to you guys for a few minutes.
You know, I'd like to mention that as I walked in, I didn't notice either one of you bowing down to me. I'm just going to say.
We're sorry.
You are a queen, and we are sorry about that. We usually do treat queens better than that, but we were so nervous that we didn't know how to act.
I
Yes,
don't
that's
blame
true.
You. He's kind of scary.
It was nervousness.
We
So tell me,
we get a lot of scary monsters in here.
Yeah, that's true.
Zodiac is our champion, so you know.
Zodiac
We're
might
not-
chop you down.
Not many people scare us after him.
Yeah.
I feel that. Okay.
So tell me, Lady Inferno, when did you get your start in wrestling?
Let's see. I started 6 years ago.
NiceGuyAndy podcast. It's Wednesday night.
Let me think. So this is 22. So 6 years ago would have been, what, 16? Yeah, so like March of 2016.
Oh, nice. When did you get your start, Fiji?
Oh, shoot. It's been a lot. I lost track of time. So I've been doing this probably 12 years ago. So, about 2010. But technically, I started practicing in 2008. And the class got dropped, and then I picked it up again in 2010. So I've been in and out of the business ever since.
I'll get you on that one. So tell me, what's it like being TSW Tag Team Champions?
New crown, right? Y'all just got this, right?
Absolutely. We just got that last Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well deserved. Long awaited. Should have been here sooner.
Hey, you know, Austin Michaels said you got one of the fiercest spears he's ever taken.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know. He's taken it a couple of times. He will take it again if he gets in the ring with me again.
Oh, that's true. He would. Even though I love the Brotherhood. So tell me,
Oh, we're going to have to throw you out and start all over with a new one.
You don't like the Brotherhood? I thought all of you heels liked each other.
You must be kidding me.
I don't think that any heel gets along with another heel. So
Well, now we all have friends and some, you know,
Yeah.
low place friends, but the
True.
Brotherhood, you know, they think they're better than everybody else.
I mean,
They do think they're better than everybody else, but they were really nice to us when they came through. They gave us the Brotherhood
Austin
plaque
Michaels
up there
is
we got on
watching
the
right
wall.
now.
I'm surprised your wall didn't
What's
rock
good,
you.
Andrew D. Browning?
Austin's watching right now.
Yep, Austin Michaels is right now watching.
What's up, Austin?
What's up, Austin Michaels?
I'm sharing to the Facebook pages so we can get more people to
That's true.
Facebook groups so we can get a lot of people watching. We get usually 2,000 to 3,000 people that watch this show over the whole week.
So we had,
We'll have about 400 or 500 people, 300 to 400 people watch tonight. Maybe a little bit less because it's Thursdays and we don't usually do Thursday shows, but this is our second Thursday show
gotcha.
in a row. We've
Austin
done,
Michaels said he loves you and Fiji.
I'm going to try to put that on Impact for us.
Yeah.
He's just scared of us.
Austin Michaels is scared of you.
Listen, I made him fly the other day. He was in my way, and
You pushed him out of the way.
yeah, I did. I did. Him and another guy at the same time. Phew.
Yeah,
Both directions.
he's got a big crew, don't he? Well, there's like nine or I heard their last count there's 12.
Listen,
Yes,
I haven't even
12.
counted them.
They just got new members.
There's so many of them you can't count.
Yeah, they come out of the woodworks, right?
Yeah, they're like flies buzzing around. They never be still. You can't count them.
They basically are like flies, but I think that they really do appreciate you and Fiji very much, especially Austin Michaels. Thank you for tuning in, making the code desire. Oh, and Andrew D. Brown wants to know what's up, Fiji and Lady Inferno.
Y'all know Andrew?
Andrew, what's his last name?
Andrew Do Browning, they call him Do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows Andrew.
We talked to him, too.
Yeah, everybody knows Andrew. Y'all been on his live?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he's here you go. You gotta go.
I had it on stage, but
yeah, and then you
it
gotta
keeps on
go.
going back to TBS.
What we do usually on Wednesday, we watch AEW. We don't really like talk about it much because we have a guest in, but usually if the conversation goes low, we'll start talking about the wrestling.
Right, I mean, I know you didn't call me in here to talk about television.
No,
That's
we just
right.
haven't. We started out as a
We're
reaction.
all about you.
We started out as a reaction show.
Our guests right now,
well-
you guys are the center of the stage.
When we first started doing the podcast, I did it out of my basement, and it was started during COVID, and we didn't have much to do, so I bought some podcast equipment like 3 or 4 months before COVID started, and it finally came in right during COVID, and so me and my son started doing the podcast. And I was like, I got this equipment. What do you want? Like, he said, let's do a podcast. And I was like, we got this equipment. What are we going to do? What are we going to talk about? And he's like, we both like wrestling, so let's just do pay-per-view watch reaction shows. And I was like, all right. So we started doing that, and out of the basement we did like every pay-per-view that would come on, and it's not gonna be on tonight, is it? So we watched every pay-per-view that would come on, and then we got to where I was getting doing more stuff, and I moved to another podcast studio, and I was sharing it with another person, and they were using my my studio as a break room. So I was like, we can't do that. So I would come in, and all my stuff would be moved around, and so I finally got this place. And then when I got this place, like all the other crew that I was doing the podcast with,
Thanks for tuning in, James.
they stopped doing it with me because we had to change days. That was back when WWE started doing Saturday nights instead of Sundays.
Yep.
So all my guys were like, we can't do it Saturdays because we got
What's up,
Sundays
James
off
Dean?
because we were doing Saturdays. And so I was here by myself, and then so I started doing Wednesdays, and I started having guests in. And then these other guys, they joined me, and Johnny's been with me
Yep.
for how long? 4 or 5 months now?
Yep, 4 or 5 months.
Johnny's great with me. He's been booking the shows, and I'll tell him who I want on the show, and he'll text you guys and talk
Chaos
to you.
said both of them are great people and awesome to work with.
Yeah.
Tell him to quit trying to ruin my reputation.
Yeah, she's got a reputation.
Yeah, she got a reputation.
I ain't trying to have people think I'm nice.
So
Austin Michaels got one for you too. He said Abby said she loves her Fire Lady and Harry Man, and she wants to do makeup again.
Oh, that little girl is precious.
yeah.
That little girl is precious. She really is. So I do my makeup usually before I get to the show.
Yeah.
Like I was already in face when I got here. But there's the rare occasion that I've slept all the way there, or
Uh-huh.
I've ate on the way, or whatever.
Yeah.
Something took my attention away from the makeup. So, I don't know. We were in Jellicoe, and she comes over and she plops in my lap, and she says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I got to put my face on." And she said, "Well, I want a face on." Okay, well, let's do one. So then I do her eyeshadow and her lips. And she's, I think, 4. She might be 5.
Uh-huh.
And I think she's 5.
Yeah.
Austin, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I think she's 5. And so I do her little cheeks, and I do her whole little face. And then she says, "Now I get to do yours."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too. I let her, though.
Yeah, of course you did.
I let her,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Yeah, a mean person like you just let the baby do it.
Jonathan Barnes.
You can't help it.
I know, right?
You
John
can't help it.
Jonathan Barnes said, "No live camera feed in studio. How are the people supposed to witness Lady Inferno's greatness?
Talk to the mic.
How is people supposed to witness Lady Inferno's greatness if there's no camera feed?
There is a camera feed, ain't there?
It's it's just showing the
Oh,
beautiful
okay. I
thumbnail.
yeah, that's what I've done.
Oh, no, shame on you.
Yeah.
Megan the Code Desire said, "That's adorable. The story that you told."
Oh, there we go. I fixed it. I'm sorry, guys.
It's fixed, guys.
It's hard to host a show and produce the show.
Her
and
greatness is
interview
on
and-
display.
Oh, well, we got it going on now. Bound
Yeah,
for Glory.
Jonathan
deal for-
Barnes is our favorite referee anywhere and everywhere we've ever been.
I think he's going to be on the show
favorite.
soon, ain't he?
Yep.
He said that he was.
Yeah.
We can't wait.
Yeah,
And
he's
also,
a good one. He really, really is.
Andrew wants to know if he can call in or later.
Later on.
Later on,
Some
Andrew.
Later on. So when did you, so you started wrestling, what, six years ago, right?
I did.
So who'd you train with? He trained you?
He did. On my second day of training, I walked in, and the people that I had started with, they will remain unnamed because they're just not anymore, and they kind of cast me aside.
Yeah.
They were training someone who they thought was special, and they told him, "Oh, here, we have somebody for you to train. This is your new trainer." So, on, like I said, my second day of training, I became his student, and he scared the dog shit out of me.
Really?
Understandable.
He did. He frightened me to my core. I had gone and watched these shows at this particular company before. I really enjoyed watching him.
Yeah.
I'd be disappointed if he wasn't wrestling because far and beyond, he was the best one that they had.
You can say
That's right, he
anybody's
is.
say any of the promotions you want.
Oh no, I don't want to mention them just purely because.
Okay.
But he was the best that they had.
Yeah.
And I loved to watch him. And so when they gave me to him, I was excited and terrified.
Yeah.
So I go home on my first day, and my husband says, "How did you do?" And I said, "I was so bad. Even the deaf guy told me I couldn't make those noises."
Oh, man.
So bad. And then he kept training me and kept training me and kept training me. And I got better and got better and got better. And I only was near him in training because for 5 months, this man terrified me. I was so scared of him.
For 5 months. And
For
now
5
y'all are
months,
best of buddies.
Oh, yeah. But he would sit in the locker room on the completely other side. I didn't go near him. Nobody went near him.
Yeah.
And then I noticed something.
What?
Nobody went near him.
Okay.
They didn't know how to talk to him.
Yes. So you learned how to talk to him.
He just didn't impose himself on people, and
Yeah.
they didn't.
So did he read lips back then too?
Yeah.
Okay. So they just didn't. He just was by himself because nobody took the effort to talk to him.
Nobody took the effort
They
to
never
talk
did.
to him, and so then I felt bad about it.
Yeah.
And so I went over and plopped down next to him, and pretty much he's been my best friend ever
Aw,
since.
that's so sweet.
That's because
If
Can-
y'all don't
has-
stop calling me sweet, I'm gonna have to get up. And
It's
leave.
okay to be sweet. You
Don't
can
make
be a
her have to
heel.
grab that
Like,
kendo stick.
okay, you see the yin yang,
I do.
good and bad. You can be good and bad.
Yeah,
The
you
yin
know.
yang. That's what we
Chaos
go by
said,
here.
There's the belts that
They call me
the
nice
brotherhood
guy.
want.
They call me nice guy Andy, but you know, this kind of like calling a big guy tiny.
Tell Chaos he can come fight me.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Chaos, she said you better come fight her then.
Yeah, Chaos, come on. She's challenging you.
She's telling you that she ain't
So,
scared of you.
Has he been has he been deaf since birth, or is it something happened, or what? So if everybody out there don't know that
I can tell you like this. I became deaf when I was 2 years old,
2 years old.
and I had German measles.
German measles.
German measles?
Yeah, and the fever was over 100, and I was really sick, so I lost my hearing that way.
Okay.
So I was able to hear as much as I could with the hearing aids.
Yeah.
And the doctor said I will probably go more deaf when I'm 50, 60 years old. I'll be fine. No, I became more deaf when I was 13 years old.
Oh,
that
man.
was almost the time period when I fell in love with wrestling. I started watching wrestling when I was like probably 3 years old. And that's when I was watching with my uncle. My uncle was like 6'9",
Yeah.
over 300 pounds, and he stayed there watching wrestling. And I was like, me and my uncle will be the tag team champions someday.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So are you?
It never happens, but the truth of it is, that's how I pick up the love of wrestling.
Yes.
It was started off with my uncle, and I pick it up and be deaf. I would not let that stop me.
was your uncle a wrestler?
Nope.
Nope.
My uncle was a nerd.
A nerd?
Yeah, he was a nerd.
Just like us. Just like
Hey, we're
us.
nerds.
We're nerds.
I'm more nerds than you guys. I
No, more
promise.
nerds
I
than us.
promise.
What's up, Chris Blade?
So who taught you how to wrestle?
Oh, I was taught from Carmine Adio.
Who is it?
Carmine Adio.
Can you spell that?
ACDATO. And he knows Domination Blast.
Domination?
Domination Blast. He was also the fourth member of the Dominations.
Okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's demolition.
Demolition. Okay.
Yeah, and he was the fourth member of that group.
Okay.
And he came from New York and went to Indiana. And he started me out, and then he had to close it up because he could keep the building. So then I moved over to WDWO Wildest Outlaw up in Indianapolis.
Uh-huh.
And
Is that where we go still
Yeah.
sometimes? Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
yep, and Don Baxter was my first teacher, and then he passed me off with different teachers
Okay.
when I was there, and ever since then, that's how I picked it up, everything. Don Baxter taught me everything about the business inside, and then I have a guy named Pogo. He taught me how to do the business outside.
Okay.
And then I have the other guy named Drew Gills. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Yeah, I've heard of
You
it.
heard of him?
Drew
Okay.
Gills. He taught me everything of how to get the fans' attention, how to present myself.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
he the one I met up in Indiana?
He's the one that walk around with the pit bull.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Nah.
He has a pit bull.
Yeah, he's a big pit bull.
Oh,
I never
man.
seen had that pit bull before until we went up there. I was like, whoa, that's a big
He's a big
dog.
fella.
So-
Lee Alexson said, already an inspiring show tonight.
Heck yeah.
One of the best.
Fiji's been like you said, he's been deaf since he was 2 years old. So he's overcame that, and he's a great professional wrestler. And you know, it goes to show you that you guys out there that are baby crying about anything. This guy he can't hear, and he's a professional wrestler. Very
right.
very talented man. Very talented.
And Austin Michaels says, all seriousness, these two are absolute professionals. A blast to have in the locker room, but they do have goals, so we will see them down the road. See you all Saturday at Bourbonville, Kentucky.
Barberville.
Yeah, we will
Barberville,
be
yeah.
there in Barberville.
We was going to go, but Enzo can't end up getting an interview with Enzo, so we have to go. We wanted to go. We want to come down there and see you guys,
That's right.
TSW, because, like, okay, I've had Austin Michaels in here, and now I've had you in here. So you guys down at TSW have fans, because, like, I've got a bunch of people watching this show tonight.
Yeah,
Right.
TSW is primarily where we're at right now.
Yeah.
We were in Kiwi last week. That's where we
Uh-huh.
got our belts.
We tried to come down there, too, but
Yep,
we had a
we
pay-per-view,
sure
and our podcast ran long, so we didn't get to come down there either.
We'll start letting you know when we got shows. I don't
yeah.
actually have a list of it. I made a little list, but that wasn't on there.
Yeah.
I did mean to mention the TSW in Barberville at the Jeep show.
Oh
that
yeah,
they're
we've
having.
been pushing them all week. And,
What's up, Joe Gold?
Yeah, we
Big
love those
Ticket?
guys down there. Austin came up here and just blew the place away. Like he had so many people watch. Like he's got a big fan base. Like Austin Michaels does, and
I
apparently
know
you do
why,
too
I'm
because
telling you.
you've got some people watching us too.
you sure are.
The heels are popular. The
I'm
heels are
telling you.
popular.
Hey, people love to hate us.
Yeah.
People love to hate us.
Yeah, but then deep down inside they know they love you guys. Like, but
Sometimes I do rub a little on the real rough side.
Uh-huh.
Like the one thing that I want on my resume before I
No.
quit is, yes, it is too.
No.
Started a riot.
started the riots.
I got a question for you, though.
He says you're gonna get me killed. I said, I'm not. You said run to the ring.
Gonna get me killed. I have to protect you, then I have to protect myself. Now I'll be too busy to do it both ways.
I'll let you ask me a question in a second, but let me illustrate how,
Okay.
yes, I am going to get him killed.
You're very heel. He seems baby.
Well, no, see, look.
You break out the heel in him.
Lady Inferno is the controller
Uh-huh.
of the Fiji WildMan.
Yeah.
And if I'm soft, I can instruct him to be gentle.
Yeah.
But if I'm, he's like a pit bull. You tell him to bite, he bites.
Yes.
That's
so
right.
that's, he goes by the handler's composition, I guess is how to say it. So we were in Lafayette, Tennessee. And there was this one-armed man. I'm really sorry, guys. As Tessa tells this story, she is sorry. Lady Inferno has no remorse. But as Tessa tells this story, she's sorry. There is a one-armed man there, and he is telling me, he is calling me nasty names. He is saying god-awful things. He's trying to come through the barrier, and then he says, "You suck." I said, "I suck? You suck. I'm better than you in every way." And then I go, "Oh, I moved that.
Well, that's fine.
And I got 2 arms."
Oh my God!
So,
You should have said it. You should have challenged him to an arm wrestling match.
oh my gosh. So I say, I am going to get him killed because this man shows up at another show that we're at.
Yeah.
And his mom is in front of him, and Fiji's giving him some crap about his mom protecting him.
Yeah.
And he's like livid, and he's not sure exactly why.
Yeah.
But I'm standing in the ring behind him doing the 2 arms.
Oh wow! You are going to hell for that one.
Hey, it
I
works,
told
though.
you I'm trying to start a riot.
Well, that's where
Yes.
Lady Inferno was coming from.
Hey.
The fire, anyways. So.
Hey,
Absolutely.
credit to you. You almost got that right start.
It'll happen someday. You keep going.
But here's my question to you.
Go ahead.
Who would you like to work with in the future?
Who would I like to work with?
Like
in the
far as
future?
wrestle.
No,
And if there's any women on TV or any indie wrestler that you know of.
Honestly, now I never got to work with her before she moved from Indiana up to the big league. Drew knew her, or the Ruby Soho.
Ruby Soho, yeah.
Yes, that's nice.
Yeah, he knew her before. I didn't get to know her, but I would really like to work with her.
Did you get to meet her?
I did not. Did
Oh.
I get to meet her? I didn't, did I?
Zodiac knows her really good.
I feel like she
Lady
moved-
Inferno.
Who?
Ruby Riot.
I think so. I think you met her once.
Maybe the first time that we went to Indianapolis,
Yeah,
I
the
might
first
have gotten to
time.
meet
Yeah.
her.
Probably not WDWO. It was a different company. I think it was IPW or
Right.
something.
That's where I
We
was
saw
thinking
her.
too.
We were sharing the same locker room, but
You didn't
I
get
never
was
got to
very
work with her.
fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
She was very fantastic person.
Yeah, that's what I've
Yes.
heard. Zodiac knows her really good. You know Zodiac?
Yeah, we know him.
Zodiac is our champion. He has our belt. Like he's our the podcast champion, Nice Guy Andy podcast champion.
the Nice Guy Andy podcast
Yeah.
champion. And
Yeah.
here's my question for you, Fiji. Who would you like to work with inside the future? Anyone current or anyone that you've heard of inside the indie business that you want to wrestle?
Who I want to work with?
Yeah, who do you
Yep.
want to wrestle?
There's nobody in the future I want to work with. I work with anybody.
You work
but
with
there's
anybody?
one puncher I want to work with, but he's retired.
Yeah.
And this guy, everybody loves him. I'm going to tell you right now, and proudly going to tell you, I want The Undertaker myself.
You want
Oh,
to wrestle
yeah.
the Undertaker?
I want
Yeah.
The Undertaker
That's a big
myself.
name
I don't
right
care
there.
how legend he is. I don't care how many years he has. I want to step in the ring and fight him as much as I can.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's the legendary wrestler. That's who I want.
Yeah.
But he's retired. If he comes out and retire, I want to be the next person that put him back.
Yeah.
I'd like
exactly.
to see that.
So what's the biggest match you've had?
The biggest match, I can't remember all of them myself, but the best match I had was Davey Guys Live from Lady Inferno. Yep, that was it. I was Davey the Guys Live from Lady Inferno.
You were saving his
because
life?
I was doing the hardcore match. It was the Battle Royal hardcore match up in Indiana. It was easy goes. If you get a pinfall, you're out of the match. That's what they were doing. So
You should mention that I was just valeting you at
let me
this
finish.
time.
I was
Okay,
getting to the point.
Yeah.
Okay, go
Hi, Mike
ahead.
Maverick.
Talk crap. Go ahead.
They asked me to tell the story. I'm telling my way. Come on, Lady Inferno. All right. I was in that match. She was valeting me, Bella. So I was in that match, and I was beating up everybody that I can, and everybody was coming after me because I was almost the biggest one there
Yes.
in that group. So Lady Inferno was outside the way, just knocking people out as they walked by. So this one guy came over, walked by her, and then she double kicked him in the manhood.
Uh-huh.
And he did sell it.
He didn't sell it?
He did sell it. And then they clapped with her, and then tried to do it again, and he got mad, took my kendo stick, and busted it.
Oh, wow. He busted your
man.
kendo stick.
He busted my kendo stick.
Oh, that's no
and
good.
then she went after him because she was pissed. And busted my kendo stick, and then he slammed her up the wall
Uh-huh.
and called her off. And she would get very pissed, and I saw that, and I flew out the way, went up, grabbed that guy, dragged him back to the way, talked him in there, and look at Lady Bird to stay where she was.
That's
ran
not an
and
accurate react. That's not accurate. That's not accurate.
It is. It's my point of view.
It's his point of view.
My point of
Okay,
view.
so let me tell you what really happened.
Yeah,
out
tell us what
there.
really
Your point of
happened.
view, okay.
Since Fiji's lying over there.
No, he's not lying. He's not
You're lying over there, Fiji.
No, he said things a little bit backwards.
Yeah.
I did not get slammed against the wall.
Yeah.
He got slammed
He got
against
slammed.
Oh, my bad.
He got slammed against the wall.
And
Switch over, my
the
bad.
reason that it happened is things that happened out on the floor that he couldn't see or
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that he broke that kendo stick.
Yeah.
When he walked past me the first time, he told me I wasn't a wrestler and that I wasn't to touch him.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me, I'm in the match exactly the same as you are. Whether I'm a wrestler or a valet, if I'm in this match,
Yeah.
I'm in this match.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, when he came back and I went to kick him again, he grabbed my foot and put me on the ground. That's when he snatched the kendo stick and busted it.
Oh, wow.
Then he called me a bitch.
Oh, no,
And
that's
told me
wrong. That's
that-
that's not going to go.
Oh, no. And said, it's just a work. And I said, well,
Oh,
it
man.
was until you called me a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then I
shit.
grabbed him up, slammed him. I kind of grabbed him, and we went about from here to that second door over there
yeah.
as hard as I could go until we went through the crowd, and I slammed him into a wall.
Oh, wow.
As he hits the wall, I guess he must have felt the shake of the entire room because he looks up at me, jumps out, runs over, snatches the guy, and I'm after him, and he says, "No, you stay there."
Yeah.
And I'm like chomping at the bit because I
Yeah,
want
because you
him.
wanted to kill that guy.
Right,
Really.
like I didn't do anything but my job.
No, never. Never.
I really
You would
didn't.
never do nothing wrong.
That's right.
In my defense, this
You'd never
time
do nothing
I
wrong, would she,
didn't.
Fiji?
In my defense, I was in the right this time. Okay? For
Every
real.
time.
I wasn't trying to start a riot that day. But he about got it, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But it made me so furious because, first of all, you're a worker exactly the same as I am.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
here for a show exactly
I'm sure
the
it's
same
I'm
as
sure it's
I am.
hard for women on the independent wrestling scene to get respect from the big wrestling guys anyway.
You know, and that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
He wasn't anything more than me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a wrestler exactly like he is.
Yeah.
Some of them, I'm sorry if y'all.
No, you go ahead and say it the way you say it.
Okay,
say
so-
what you
Right.
want to say.
Just because I have a vagina doesn't make me stupid, and it
Exactly.
doesn't make me
You
less
damn
of a
straight.
wrestler
Guys-
than you are.
Guys, if
Now,
you're out there disrespecting the women wrestlers, stop doing that stupid shit.
Because
That-
there's tough.
a lot of them are very, very nice to me.
Yes.
A lot of them have a lot of respect for the fact that I don't care if you're a man. I will fight you.
Exactly. We'll
I don't
see.
care.
We'll send Fiji or Zodiac to take care of you guys if you don't.
Hey.
No
I got
respect.
a story about that in a second.
Leon
But, you know,
Lexington
that's-
has something to say to you.
Leon
He said
Lexington's the
he
one
wants
of
to
the
know
founders of the producers.
what are the hurdles that you've had to face being deaf in wrestling.
That's a very good question. Nobody ever asked me that because I never present myself as the deaf wrestler.
Yes.
Because
I didn't know.
I am not embarrassed about it. I am not ashamed about it because I'm trying to be a deaf person. But at the Fiji WildMan, he is not deaf.
The Fiji
Because
WildMan's not.
The Fiji
Okay.
WildMan is a foreign wrestler. He's an international wrestler. And he does not understand English.
Yes.
That's right.
Right now, you're
Yes.
hearing me act through because I can speak English. I will be able to hear. That's the difference.
Yeah.
But if as the wrestler, I have freaked out a lot of people when they found out I was deaf. And then most of the time, when they found out I was deaf, they switch up the whole match.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm there like, I'm good at you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
you don't
good
want
at you
to.
guys.
Yeah, you don't
I'm
need
not
even to.
that
You don't,
bad.
you don't need them
right.
to switch it up. No.
But
That's right.
when they found out I'm deaf, they were like, either they don't want to lose to a handicapped person, or they just don't want to do anything with me because I won't be able to understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
There is
understand
a
that.
thousands of ways you can communicate with me.
Yeah.
And number one that everybody needs, talk through Lady Alberto.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
That's the number one they need most of the time. If I'm by myself, which is very rare,
Yes.
if I'm by myself, I can use my phone. You could talk to me through text message, or you could send me a message before the show.
Yeah.
right.
Or you can read
I
my
want to do
lips.
this.
You can read my lips.
I could read your lips.
Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
whatever. Like I said, there's a thousand ways to do it.
Yeah.
If you're talking about a deaf person, I would shout out to Ram Jam.
Thanks for tuning in, Johnny Suede.
Ram
And
Jam.
Ram Jam is a completely deaf wrestler. He has more difficult than I do.
Yeah.
Because I could relive, I could do a lot of things to be able to act it. While Ram Jam had to work 4 times more than I do. He's a fantastic worker, he is.
Yes.
But it's just that he had to work more than I do.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between being a completely deaf person and a hard of hearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. And Mike Maverick
So
said,
you can hear a little bit
No, I don't hear anything
at all. You
I like
talk.
the
You
vocal talk.
you talk great.
Thank you.
Yes, you do. Like I can understand everything you're saying.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
can understand
So-
everything as well.
Drew, is
Yeah.
that short for Andrew?
I don't even call me Andrew.
I'm
when I do
Andrew.
business.
My name's Andrew too.
Okay, I can accept that, but Andrew is business only.
But your real name's
That's
Andrew
right.
and I'm Andrew, so something
Alright.
we have in common.
Right.
Does anybody ever call you Andy?
No,
No.
Or they
No.
get killed.
Did you see that? I'm gonna stab you. Look that he just gave you.
I'm Andy, so I don't see that's bad. I don't see that's bad. So
Johnny Suede said, I have nothing but respect for Ram Jam and love for both you and Ram Jam.
yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
And before we continue, Mike Maverick just wants to say, I got the chance to do commentary on 2 of Fiji's matches.
Who was that?
Mike Maverick.
Mike Maverick.
You know
Oh,
him?
okay.
Yeah. He's
Anyways,
Yep.
that's us. He shut. This
anyways,
is his promotion on us.
you guys go on your little rinky-dink bullshit podcast.
Don't you love that?
You know,
Great.
you know, I have advice for wrestlers out there. They should actually reach out to you and talk to you. They shouldn't treat you as different just because you can't hear. They should respect you and treat you like they would anyone else, because
I'm sure he
It's
gets a lot of
nobody.
respect.
you ain't embarrassed about
I'm
this.
sure he gets a lot of respect.
A
Because you
lot
can
of
read their
guys
lips.
get along with him really
Yeah,
well.
yeah. I didn't know that he was deaf at all. I didn't know
I
that.
want to speak about that actually.
Yeah.
So like he said, Andrew Mead is deaf. The Fiji WildMan is not.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want a different reaction from the fans.
Yes.
But what I want the fans to know is the louder that you are, if you are loud enough, we'll come in the locker room and he'll say, I heard that pop.
Oh wow.
It was so loud he heard it.
He felt
right.
it. Like
No,
yeah.
like he legitimately could hear the sound.
Oh,
It was
wow.
so much.
Okay. Yeah.
That's right.
Right?
Right. If the pop is so big, you feel.
Just, if it's like
If
really
the crowd
loud,
is explosive, you
like
can
the
hear
train
that.
had to be like right next to me.
Yeah.
The car had to be right next to me. If they blow the horn, they have to be like right here. Like this armrest right
Yeah.
here. That's how much.
She's talking about the crowd being loud that you
Oh
can
yeah,
hear.
if they were
Yeah.
in a small space,
Uh-huh.
the crowd like in the gym. If it's outside, that's very well.
I bet that's very special for you, right? That's very special because you can't hear, but then the crowd is cheering for you or
Booing
so,
us
That's
usually.
right.
or booing you so much that you can't hear it. Like you get that. Yeah, I bet that's special.
Thanks
That's
for
Yeah,
tuning in, Nola
it
Fox.
that is awesome, man. That is
That is really awesome.
That's cool that he can like that.
Like, way occasionally he'll say, you know, that was amazing. That was so loud, even I heard it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You're right.
That is
if it was a
amazing.
good match, yeah. If I gave a good match, if I can hear it, I know that I gave a good match.
That's
I
right.
know.
Even if they're cheering for the other person because they did something so great towards him, he'll be like, "Oh yeah, that had to have been a good spot because I heard that."
Yes. That's
That's
awesome.
right.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
So y'all just got crowned the tag team champions in
That-
TSW.
TSW.
Obviously, you're a female and he's a male. How did that work out? And did you take on a female and a male to get it, or did two guys?
No, I am currently the only female worker at TSW.
Okay.
We have some others that are training, but I am currently the only female. I will fight a man.
So you fight men.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Exactly.
I will fight
That
a
is so
Listen.
sexy.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in, Maddie.
I will fight a man in the street. I don't care.
Exactly.
I've been a fighter my whole life.
Yeah.
Now I'll just tell you something personal about Tessa.
Uh-huh.
I have 3 sisters. My older sister is kind of a little person,
Uh-huh.
and people picked on her a lot. So I had to pick on them. I had to, fight for her.
Oh yeah.
And then I've got 2 younger sisters that nobody messed with because I'm their big sister.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was the fighter of us.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're 10 foot tall and bulletproof or you think you are. You have a weakness. And I
Exactly.
will find it and I will fight you.
That's
But-
right.
My mama's probably not proud of that.
No, you should be very proud of that. To being the toughness that you are, that's cool. And being the only female there, and still being able to take on the guys, and like you're the tag team champions.
I mean, 90% of the time when we work, I work as his valet.
Yeah.
But 100% of the time that we work,
Yeah.
I promise you I'm going to choke you and probably smother you with my boobs.
That's right.
Kinky. She's so kinky. Guys will pay you for that. You know that, right?
Well, I have Cash App.
Today, start your OnlyFans.
Andrew Brown said, Lay Inferno, he remembers the lives they did with you. And hello to you, Fiji.
That's funny. That's
That
funny.
is funny.
So, Lady Inferno after this is gonna have the OnlyFans now. So
And if you want to die,
Look, it's
It's
just
gonna
going
be
to
all
be pictures
of
of
Fiji.
the guys that I'm smothering. No, none of him. Just the guys that I'm smothering. Just
exactly, yeah. Have them in headlock. Dude, you can make $1 million doing that.
thanks for tuning in.
Having
Neil
guys in
Muhammad.
headlocks and put them in leg locks.
Thanks for tuning in, Bobby Blade. Bobby Blade might
Bobby
take you
Blades,
up on
yeah.
that.
Bobby Blade. Have you checked it? You know Bobby Blade?
yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, he's a very big. He was a very big guy around here, wrestling around Lexington and
And
around
I'm
Georgetown.
pretty sure we're
Yeah.
friends on Facebook.
He's got a hell of a YouTube channel. He's taken all the a bunch of the older matches that are around here that people put them on tape. He's put them on YouTube. So if you want
That's
to
right.
check out some older wrestling,
Gotcha.
Bobby Blade's YouTube channel, guys.
And he hasn't been able to touch a woman for a while, so maybe he'll pay to get smothered.
Oh wow.
Lord.
So who did y'all beat? And how did that work out? Surely y'all had a clean victory on that.
Well, of course.
Of course.
I mean, look, it's like this. You fight me, I'm going to win by all means necessary.
Exactly.
You call it cheating, I call it winning by all means necessary.
Exactly.
But now, we didn't cheat.
No
No.
cheat.
That's
We
right.
didn't cheat. It was all fair.
It was fair
So
and
who
square.
made the pin? Did you get the pin?
He got the pin.
He pinned. Who'd you pin? For the championship, who'd you pin?
Super assassin with a spike.
Okay, you got
Come
him.
on, Spike.
Oh, the Samoan Spike,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I call it the Fiji Spike.
the Fiji Spike, Umaga,
Nice. The
Yeah.
Fiji spike.
Umaga.
Like this. Right to their neck.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Somebody's calling us. Who's this?
And Judy Brown, I think.
We'll let him. We'll have him call here in a few minutes.
Johnny Swade said that he loves and respects Bobby Blade.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Call back later, Andrew, in a little bit.
So when's you're gonna be at Barberville? Y'all aren't having a tag team match. He's taking on Mike Murphy. Is that right?
Yep,
Yeah.
Mike Murphy.
Going after the boss because he thinks that he's something special.
Mike Murphy's the boss. Like is he the guy that owns TCW, DSW?
DSW.
Okay. All right.
Thanks
I
for
didn't
tuning
know
in,
that.
Rose Taylor.
Yeah. He, sometimes people should keep their noses on their own faces and they don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
So-
Go at him. Tell him about himself.
I mean, he knows his nose was found where it shouldn't have been, and he thinks he's got friends that he needed to defend, and he didn't need to. He needed to just.
Exactly.
He should have kept his nose out of
Tell him about himself. Go ahead.
He should have absolutely kept his nose on his own face. He said when you attack friends, who happened to be the two guys that we wound up beating later for the tag belts.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
we've already handled them. So yeah, Mike Murphy wants to go one-on-one with the Fiji WildMan, but
That's not good.
That's not a good idea.
Fiji never shows up alone.
Exactly.
That's right. And
Exactly.
Fiji don't need that kennel stick to hurt anybody either.
No.
Oh, he doesn't pack that anymore. That belongs to me now.
That's
Yep,
right.
That's yours now. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
But if he did pack it, they'd be double scared because they know that
Now
he
look
will
at
be
him.
swinging.
He's a beast, man. He
He
don't
is
need
a
to like
beast.
carry no.
Look
Oh,
at
yeah.
how tall he is. Look at
That's
how
my
muscular he is.
monster.
There ain't nobody there that should be not scared because let me tell you, this man right here, this man will eat them alive because he's the wild man.
Wow, man.
That's right.
Yeah. Tell Mike Murphy what it's about.
As I told Mark Murphy earlier today, I'm worse than the boogeyman.
You're worse than the boogeyman.
I'm
You
worse
damn
than
straight.
Easy that Lukey in the Wiz. I'm worse than the monster that lives under the bed because I'm the Fiji WildMan. And I would tear Mark Murphy in half, it's more than a half. I'm going to take his jaw and fry it.
Oh wow.
That's
okay.
right.
Yeah, y'all hear it
You
first.
heard that, Mike Murphy?
Mike Murphy, you heard it. The Fiji WildMan
He better
told
be
you about
ready.
yourself.
He better be ready Saturday
You better be ready, son.
because Fiji WildMan ain't playing around. He
He's
might
got-
pick Mike Murphy up. and
He's
he
got the
might
lady of
devour
fire.
him.
He got the lady of fire in his corner too. So,
That's right. He wanted it though. He wanted the match.
so how'd you come up with Lady Inferno? The name.
Well, before I started wrestling, me and my niece were sitting watching, probably watching him. Yeah, I think he won the belt that night.
Yeah.
And we were talking. I was like, I'm going to do this. And she was like, let me see. She's 18 now. So she was like 12. Is that right? Yeah, so she was like 12.
Yeah.
And we were watching wrestling. And so we were kind of going back and forth. And I was like, help me pick my name. It was between medieval. Because I like that kind of era. And I wanted to maybe go with like a Queenie type thing. But
So
a
she was
medieval
12 and
type.
you were 18. So you're 22
yeah,
now.
let's say that.
Okay.
We'll say that.
22 now. She's 22. 22.
I have children older than that.
No, you don't.
I'm 41 years old.
No, you're not. You're
How
not.
old am I?
Yeah.
She
Go
lied.
ahead.
41 years
41.
old.
Why are you telling us you're older than you are?
No, look, I met my husband when I was 21 years old, and
Uh-huh.
he thought I was 28. He said that I've looked 28 for 19 years, which is a huge compliment now. And
You
a
do, like, you-
terrible thing to say to a 21
You
year old.
you don't look older than 30.
Thank
There's
you.
no way that like we.
You are
There's no way
definitely
that I thought
21.
you were over 30.
Most people don't.
Yeah.
You're
I got
definitely
witchy
21.
genes.
So tell us about the story. How you got
Okay,
your name?
so we're talking, and I was like, hey, let's do something with fire.
Okay.
And she said, ooh, okay. So it started as Masquerade Inferno. I was going to do like the mask and like
Uh-huh.
have the masquerade type thing and then blow fire, which I do blow fire. I just don't blow fire at shows because inside is dangerous and outside I caught my hair on fire at my own house.
Oh man.
I'm just saying. The wind shifted. I had done it 5 times. It was perfect. It was beautiful. The
Do
big
do you
poof.
fire dance? You don't fire dance?
Hey,
A
bone breaker.
little bit.
A little bit.
Again, that is dangerous.
It is very
inside.
dangerous. Yeah.
And people don't really like you having fire inside of their buildings.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
I have issues with that. And then I've not been able to figure out how to incorporate that with my entrance.
Yeah.
Without people being afraid of getting
You could probably do it
burned.
like maybe like do it on like YouTube or something, and then
Right, but
Yeah.
then people are going to want to see it in real life.
Exactly.
So then I might burn the security guard.
That's true.
Well, if you have an outside show, you can just be over like.
You know, like I said, most of the time that we're wrestling now is with TSW, and them idiots in the Brotherhood keep getting in everybody's business.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of them that I set on fire.
Exactly.
So,
That's true.
So that's a good idea.
I mean, it kind of might be.
Jonathan Barnes said, bad girls are hot.
The fire.
He's got one of my shirts. He's
Yes.
got one of my shirts.
Oh wow.
And Mike Murphy said, "You're stepped on his home turf, Fiji. That you better be careful."
I have a
because he's
friend.
planning
Her name's
to
Sonia,
come at you.
and she's really good
That's
at
right.
hula hoops, and she does
Oh.
fire dancing too.
Yeah.
She's really good at it. But she hasn't done it in a long time. Now she's a dental hygienist.
Also,
I mean, you know.
yeah. Shout out to Sonia if she's watching.
that's right. Shout out to Shania. Also, Casey Murphy says, "Who am I going to cheer for? Mike Murphy or Fiji and the lady?"
Oh, she's
Inferno.
going to cheer for us. She's going to cheer
better,
for us.
Exactly.
She
Yeah.
better be ready to cheer for y'all. There ain't no way Mike Murphy's going to get past this bulldozer.
So you just came up with Lady Inferno, like to just
Well, like, okay, so I'm not a criminal. I am not a criminal.
not a criminal.
Not a
Yes,
criminal.
she's not
No.
a criminal.
But I love fire and I love to watch things burn.
Okay.
So, yeah, I wanted to do something and incorporate that. And, of course, I had to be a queen because if you know my personality,
Yeah.
I just need people to worship me. I don't
You
feel
do
like
have
there's
queen
enough
vibes.
people worshiping me in my life.
Yeah.
And so,
We worship you here. We worship Queen.
We
here.
worship you,
Queen
Lady
Inferno.
Inferno.
so yeah, so I wanted to be the Queen of Fire, and like I said, I started with Masquerade Inferno, and I just dropped that and went with Lady,
Uh-huh.
like a queen would be a lady,
Yeah, a
which
lady.
is also an ironic twist
Lord or a
on-
lady.
on being Lady Inferno because she is the farthest thing from a lady. She is what your mama tells you. That is not how a lady acts.
Yes.
Ladies don't look. You all can't see this, but I've got a dress on that comes down past my feet, so this is perfectly okay. But my knees are on each side of the chair over here, sitting like a dude. So yeah, Lady Inferno is the farthest thing from an actual lady. The only thing that makes her a lady is that she is a queen.
Yes. Yeah. A queen.
That's right. Oh,
Hey.
Leon said, "Is your husband Kane?"
Is my husband what?
Is
Kane.
your husband Kane?
No.
He's like, the bedroom's like, fire comes
They
out
do.
of the
They
post.
do have a picture of her and him with Kane.
Yeah.
We got that in Atlanta at the MomoCon.
Uh-huh.
We met him twice.
Right, that
Nice.
picture that's on my
Okay.
that was from MomoCon. We also met him in Jellicoe, and if he happens to hear this, I'm really upset because I'm talking to him and I tell him that I met him in Jellicoe, and he's like, "Oh, okay, well, it's nice to see you again." And then he looks at Drew and he goes, "Oh, I remember you," and I'm like, "I was right next to him, right there."
He might have just, because he's so tall, he might have just looked over
Oh
you.
no, I have a picture with him and everything.
Yeah.
He was
Well,
starstruck.
he remember because you had a flame on that
I
day.
was wearing a
He
flame
remembers
bikini
him because he
that-
was scared. Kane was scared of you. That's why he
That was
remembers you.
so
That's
funny
right,
because
Kane
he's like,
feared you.
"Oh, I remember you," and I was like,
Yeah, because he was sizing this guy up. He was like, what, how am I going to get out of this? If Fiji attacks me, how am I going to get out of this one?
He saw that Fiji was tall, and he was like, "Oh, I better shake his hand. I better make sure that he knows I remember him from that time."
Who is the most famous wrestler you've wrestled?
Work with?
Yes.
Or against?
Wrestled, or, yeah.
The most famous wrestler will be probably my teacher, Domination Blast.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was the most famous wrestler I
You said Crash?
worked against.
Yep.
I worked
Blast.
against him twice.
"Blast."
Blast. Okay.
Yeah.
Blast. You wrestled him twice.
And I worked against him twice.
Did you win?
The second one I
The
did.
second one you won?
The first one, it was a draw. It was a time limit draw.
Uh-huh.
I have to tell you this. I know I recorded that match. And I know the baby did. But nobody has seen that video edited.
Yeah. Nobody's seen
Nobody
it.
did that video. I've been active for it for years.
Yeah.
Nobody, that was probably my best match because I was only in second year in the business.
Second year in your
Hell yeah.
Second
We'll have
year
to
in the
give-
business, and he was like, all right, we're going to be semi-married. This is what we're going to do. I'm thinking like, I don't know what you want me to do. Oh, just go out there, have fun.
We're going to get Bobby Blade on this.
What?
That's right, we are.
Bobby Blade, if you're listening, you're watching, find that footage of Fiji WildMan versus Blast, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But if you see the second one, you probably find the second one.
Yeah.
But I really want to find the first one.
The first
the
one?
Actually, first one. The first one is I have the afro.
Yeah.
And you will be able to see the afro. That's the first match I ever did with Blast.
Yeah.
But the second one, I have the dreadlocks. So if you see the one with the dreadlocks, that's no good. But I really want to find the first one.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Are you still in contact with that guy? You still talk to him?
Mm-hmm.
You still talk to him?
I talk to Blast once a while, but right now he's doing a live mission. He's a preacher now.
Okay.
He's a traveling
Nice.
preacher.
Well, that's
he goes
cool.
all over the place. He needs to give it at the transport from his preaching. I never watched his preaching, but I saw some small clips, and he did really fantastic.
That's good. That's awesome.
That is
That's
very
awesome.
good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So Bobby Blade, hop on that and find that footage for
yeah,
Fiji
we'll get
WildMan.
Bobby Blade on that. Bobby Blade, find that footage. It's
Because
like,
if there's anyone that I can trust that can find that footage for you, Fiji, is Bobby Lone
Bobby.
Wolf Blade.
Lone Wolf Blade.
So let me ask you, Fiji, what made you come up with the name Fiji WildMan?
Long story, I'll make it short.
Make it long. We got an hour.
Alright, I went back one, but at first I wanted to call myself Kurt Hurdum.
Kurt Hurdum.
Kurt Hurdum, which it was spelled with G.
Uh-huh.
G-U-R-T. That was my uncle's name.
Okay.
And I want to honor him because he passed away a year after I started.
Okay.
No, it was a year before I started.
Is that the same
I can't remember the time period.
the same the same uncle that you started loving wrestling with?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to call myself Kurt Hurdum.
Kurt Hurdum.
And then my first proposal was like, it's at the steroid. And I just want you to do something different. I said, this is my name, I want this. And we had a big fight about it. And then I decided to give it to him, to let him see what he wanted to give me. If I don't like it, I could change it down the road.
Yes.
And he gave me Fishy because he would make it fun of a guy named Fishy Brown.
Okay.
He was making a fun of him, but he called me Fishy with the I. And I'm thinking like, I don't want everybody to get confused with me and with this guy.
Yeah.
Because he looks almost like me, but smaller.
Okay.
I mean, I'm talking about this big.
Yeah.
And a little
man.
smaller than me. And I'm like, okay, can I have a different last name? It's just in case. And the boss was like, yeah. So we were there in the office, and we were thinking. He looked over, he had the game tutorial, a slot machine, right here next to his office, and there was a red track called WildMan.
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 There it is.
And then he was like, Fiji WildMan.
Fiji WildMan.
Yeah.
There it is.
Wow.
Why? He said, oh, you'll be fine.
It'll be
You'll
fine.
be the new Umaga or whatever that guy's out there. I'm like, no, I don't want that. I want to be Kurt Hurdum.
Kurt Hurdum.
I want to be like the next Bret Hart or something like that.
Yeah.
And we said, no, you'll be fine. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put it where the sun doesn't shine. So every 12 years, I'll be the Fiji WildMan.
That's right.
For 12 years.
And you've been dominant ever since.
I just don't think I could see you as a Bret Hart type of person.
No, me either. I don't like.
Because I accept the Fiji WildMan. If I did accept it, you will do the difference.
Oh, he would have been
Yes.
different. Yeah, he would have been
He would have been most
clean
likely
cut.
like a Bret Hart.
Yeah.
And he would have probably put someone's sharpshooter on occasion instead of the Simone Spike.
Yeah. You use the sharpshooter, Eddie? Do you use the sharpshooter?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
Sometimes it depends on the match.
Yeah.
It depends on the situation because like every match is different and every situation is different. So if I really want to do the sharpshooter, I have to make it more tense.
Yeah.
The situation, and to that point, I do the sharpshooter. But most of the time, it never comes to that point.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I do the death grip.
The death grip.
That's one of my favorites.
Nice.
We also have a task finish to go with the death grip. It's called Off with the Head.
Off with the
Hell
head.
yeah.
Of course, you know, that's something that a queen would say. But yeah, he gets them in the death grip,
Uh-huh.
and then because I suck at balance, especially if my foot's way up above my head, so he will hold on to my hand while he's got a hold of them, and then I basically do an eat defeat on them
Okay.
at the
Nice.
same time, and then it kind of drops into like a curb stomp.
Okay.
It's you would just have to
Oh, we
see
have to
it.
watch it.
That's
yeah, we'll
true.
have to
You
see
would
it.
just have
We
to
will
see it.
definitely have to
And
see
you can
it.
put your feet on the table. It doesn't bother me at all.
Thanks for tuning in,
I
Mike
actually
Woody.
love it. I think it's the cool. If you put in your personality, it's awesome.
Hey, she's the queen.
Yeah, you do everything you want to
I
do,
done already
Queen.
took my shoes off and everything.
Yeah,
He's
get
the queen.
comfortable.
I don't like
And
shoes. We don't
you
wrestle
are
in
the
shoes.
wild
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
And
they're
Mike
just
Murphy
tiny
better be
little foot
ready for
prisons.
you.
yeah. So y'all don't wrestle in shoes, neither one of you.
No, he wears like those. They were mine. I don't even use anything anymore.
Yeah.
Those little socky things that have the heels out of them,
Okay. Yeah.
like
Like a little.
martial arts people.
Yep.
use.
Yeah.
So he uses that, but he's still barefooted.
Yeah.
And I straight don't wear nothing.
Cool. Yeah.
I tried the foot socky things, and I don't
I
like
wear
them.
I wear Crocs or I get my foam runners.
Well,
Yeah,
listen,
guys,
in real
Crocs.
life, I wear flops in the summer
Flops
or
in the winter.
boots. No, it's usually cowboy boots, to be honest.
Yeah.
My shit kickers.
Yeah.
You heard
Four
that?
inch-
Her
4-inch
shit kickers.
Shit kickers. Uh-oh.
She means Mike Murphy.
Mike
being
Murphy
kicked
kickers.
in.
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't
Barrett.
like shoes at all. They're terrible.
I know.
We don't like shoes.
Hey, that's like Matt Riddle in WWE. He doesn't like shoes either.
He doesn't wrestle in shoes.
When he wrestles, he only wears those flip flops to the ring, but then he kicks them off and wrestles barefooted. Because
Oh, listen, we walk across gravels and everything.
I
walk
can't
out
do
in the
that.
locker room.
I could
I'm
not
a
do that.
hillbilly girl for sure.
If I went out in this parking lot and if I had my shoes on, I'd be like, "Eek, eek, 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 eek." I'd be like a little bitch. I'd be, "Eek, eek, ah, ah." I could not do it. I could not do it.
I don't even think they can.
I don't even walk around
fire code.
I don't walk around my house with barefoot or anything. I don't know what the deal is. If I step on a little pebble or something in my house, I'm like,
That's his kryptonite.
See, that's funny because I can step on anything, but if something, and I'm talking, the things that I knock out of my shoe will be this big, you can't even see it. Like
yeah,
this
you
big
can't
up.
see them. Yeah,
And it drives me nuts.
Yeah,
it's in
me
my
too.
shoe. There's something in there with me.
I can't stand anything
Oh
in my
man,
shoes.
I can't stand that either.
Uh-uh,
Especially when it's a small ass pebble like that.
Oh, it can be like a piece of a leaf.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
can't deal with it. But it's because it's in my shoe. I don't even like shoes in the first place, and now there's something else in the shoe with me.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah, so,
wow.
no, I wear shoes as least as I have to. I wouldn't wear them to the store if they didn't make me. People are like, that's disgusting, and I'm like, so is wearing shoes.
So when's the last time you wrestled a woman? And do you know how?
I do in fact know how to wrestle women. Well, no, I don't know. Look,
You've probably been a while, right?
it has been a while. When is the last time I wrestled a woman? I know.
He's like the biggest eyes. I wish you guys could see this look.
No, I for real, I
at this
don't
look.
know. It's been a terribly long time. But the thing of it is, I don't wrestle like a woman
Yeah.
because I wasn't trained like a woman.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
didn't want to be trained like a woman.
No. Yeah. No. Why would you want to? I mean,
Right.
well, a lot of these women are out here are great. Are great. Yeah.
But they're more feminine,
Yeah.
softer. And I swear, girls, if you're watching, I'm not slamming on you. You're
Yeah.
beautiful and you wrestle great.
Oh, some of the time, the women wrestlers in WWE, AEW, they steal the show most of the
And
time.
TNA.
They steal the
And
show.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But I wrestle rough and like a dude, and they ain't nothing pretty about it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't try to learn to do it daintily.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to be able to fight men.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, Tessa will
Yeah.
fight a man.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, how much
So-
help would you be to Fiji if you couldn't fight men? Because that's all that's around, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And when, he'll distract the ref for me or something.
That's right, Mike Woody. He said, TSW in Burberville this Saturday, 6 p.m. bell time.
That's right. Yeah,
As you
at
were
the
saying.
Jeep show. Yeah, so most of the time it is men everywhere that we go, but there's just not a lot of women in the circuit that we travel. So if I was going to get to wrestle, I was going to have to wrestle men. Now, some
True.
of them aren't comfortable wrestling me, primarily because they feel like it looks like domestic abuse or domestic violence, whatever, which I respect that, and that's okay.
I
You
respect
don't
that
want to
too.
fight me, don't fight me. But I will fight you.
That's right.
I will fight
You'll
you, and
fight
I
'em.
don't care how big you are, how bad you are. I care how much you smell. I'm going to need you to use deodorant.
Especially if you wrestle them and they got their armpit hair not shaved.
I mean, that doesn't even bother me, but, like, I have a bad thing with smells. I have a thing for people if they don't brush their teeth or that. Which, that's another thing about... Okay, so Tessa and Lady Inferno, although they share the same body, are completely different people.
Yeah.
Tessa would never look at somebody and say, oh my God, when is the last time you took a shower? But Lady Inferno will absolutely say, did your mama not teach you about some deodorant?
Oh,
That's
man.
Do
awesome.
you not know what soap is? Do you need me to bring you some toothpaste?
Even when they don't stink, you probably say that,
What's
right?
up, Bobby
Oh,
Rassles?
usually I can smell their breath.
Oh,
if I
wow.
Said that.
Okay.
That's what prompts me to say it.
Okay.
That's what being Lady Inferno is. She's not like
Real.
Some people are like, oh, it's a character. No, it's not. It's a different part of my personality that my mama said was not ladylike.
Yeah.
That's
That my
right.
mama said, you don't act that way in public. You don't tell people those things. If you have nothing nice to say nothing. Lady Inferno says all those things that she
Yeah.
thinks.
Yeah.
Damn
And
straight.
the way you should be. The way everybody should be.
Bobby Rassel says, what's up, everyone?
Bobby
Take
Ra-
everyone all down, and hello to you.
Bobby Russell he's got a podcast up in, is it Pennsylvania?
Yep.
Those guys are really great up there. They cover indie wrestling up in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
so
yeah?
they're really cool with us, and we're really cool with those. Shout out to what is it?
The All About Wrestling Now podcast.
We've never wrestled in Pennsylvania. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah, get them guys.
They should book y'all down there. You'd probably tear the house down.
I'm
as
sure
soon as
they
you
know
step
some
through.
promoters up there, so
They
message them.
probably ain't got something out of your stature. If you were to come there, you'd probably make them regret booking you because you'd be running through them all.
I did put the TSW flyer up on the feed too, so everybody can
Oh,
see
we
that.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
Bobby Rassel said, absolutely, we can set it up.
look at those belts,
you
man. They
very
look
much.
good next to the Nice Guy Andy podcast belt, don't they? They look awesome.
They look
I've been
damn
sitting over here
good.
not saying anything.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know you all could see it.
So yeah, this is us going live. Like that's the YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Why are we
yeah,
froze and I look like an idiot with my mouth open?
I just froze it. Like
You mean you look like a badass
I'll
that
pause
looks
it.
like you're ready
those
to
belts
tear
look really.
somebody's
Those
head
belts
off.
look really good. You think we should challenge them for tag team chat?
I don't think
we
that.
can keep the
I don't
belts.
think-
If we win, we get to keep the belts.
I don't think
I
that
mean, we're gonna take an ass whooping, but we get to keep the belts.
I don't think that we did
If
keep
you
it.
take an ass whooping and you lose, do I get one of these microphones? Because this thing is great.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because that one right there is the best one inside the house.
What's so funny is generally microphones make me nervous, but I really think it's the ones that I have to hold that make me nervous.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know why. Because, look, seriously.
You have a great
as-
voice for this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've had people tell me I could sit and listen to you talk all day, and I'm thinking, I've heard me talk. Are you sure? But no, like, when we do promos and things, we do them 57 times. So the one that you see is like the 58th time
Yeah.
one.
Do it again. Do it again. Who's
Right.
who's doing those? Who's filming those for you? Is that somebody from TSW, or is that usually you guys doing it?
Generally, it's we'll set it up somehow to where it stands and looks at us
Yeah.
perfectly. And
Yeah.
then it's not perfect, so you got to move it. You got to
Yeah.
readjust it. And but most of them, like, I don't know if you've seen the ones with the fire in the background. Most of ours are done at night because again, I enjoy burning things.
Yes.
That's right.
Let's start a fire and take some pictures.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is. It's like,
yeah.
we got a promo to do. Hey, let's do a fire.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's your style.
It really is. I mean, fires are my thing. I love fire. Hot outside, cold outside. I do not care. If it's burning, I want near it.
Plus,
Yeah.
plus, if it was inside one of your videos, then it wouldn't be Lady Inferno's video.
That's awesome.
That's true. But, yeah, so we basically do most of the time we'll do them ourselves. Occasionally you'll see one that, and you know that we didn't do that. Somebody else is talking to us or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's at the house, in the woods. I don't burn stuff in the woods, guys. I don't burn things in the
That's
woods.
right,
It's
she
on
don't.
the outside edge of the woods.
So where are you guys located? Like, y'all apparently y'all drove quite a bit to come see us, and we appreciate you and thank you.
We drive like an hour and a half to get up here.
Yeah.
We're down near Lake Cumberland.
No, okay. Yeah, that's a great place to be.
When I first hit her
Yeah,
up,
a beautiful lake.
when I
Beautiful.
first spoke to her, she thought that I meant a call-in.
Right.
I had to.
A call in. We like to have somebody in the studio.
This
You
is
know.
our first time being in a studio. And what is this, our fourth podcast?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a podcast.
Fourth podcast.
And every time they've called us, videoed us,
Yeah.
whatever, like
Yeah.
that. And generally, it's just the voice. I've
Yeah.
never been in somebody's studio.
Yeah.
I've never done a live feed.
That's how we're different.
This is
A lot of
special.
people since COVID have been doing the online things with the call in, and like it's just not like I can't get that personal with somebody over the phone. I've done those things, but like I like to have a person sitting here in the same room in the studio around the table. A dear friend gave me this table. You know, I have all my stuff on the walls that friends have gave me, stuff that I've collected over the years. You know, it's just this is us. You know, this is me. You know, Nice Guy Andy. That's me. And I want my I consider you guys the guest friends, and I want you to come into my house and sit and talk to me.
So you point out all your stuff. Who is that on G.I. Joe over there? I can't see it.
That is Cobra Commander. My
Okay.
son gave me that a few years ago. And the wrestling magazine is the Road Warriors that my son, Leon Noodles, which he's part of the podcast. He's on
right.
sometimes. He hasn't been on in a while because he's 12 going on 13, so he's hit puberty, so he loves all
Jonathan Barnes said you also do promos inside graveyards.
the girls.
Yes, we do.
So he was at the he knew I like wrestling, so he was at the little store inside school that sells like magazines and stuff. So he bought me that and brought it home to me, and he used his little $5 for it, and I was like, "Aw!"
Nice.
So I framed it and put it up there. The little heart is from a girlfriend that that's passed away. She gave me that. This piece here is from an art. The same guy that gave me this table, David Arnold. He gave me that. This picture here is gave to me by my son. The same
and
girl.
You believe it's not him?
The same girl that painted this here. This is a painting. This isn't a print. Yeah, that's a painting. She
And of course, I had to touch it, guys.
of
I
course
did.
you can. And she painted that for me. For my son, got that for me. That's Sam Tripoli. He's a podcaster that I really enjoy. And the Lexington up there is it's that Lex. I found that on a roadside sign. I went over there with the screwdriver. I seen it like I stole it, guys. I seen it laying on the side of the road for like
It's not still
3 or
no
4
one saw
months,
it.
and it was just laying there. Nobody had picked it up, and I was like, I gotta have it. So I had a screwdriver and went over and pried the Lex off. And you got Adrian Alexander gave us the wrestling buddy.
That's right.
Did you see we have ours too?
You have yours, yes. So we've seen that.
Love it.
You can present them and show everybody here soon. And this was another sign that was stolen from somebody. I'm sure I got it at the yard sale.
It's not still. Nobody saw it.
The Nice Guy Andy the Nice Guy Andy sign. I bought that when I first got the studio. A friend of mine did this painting for me. This is my Monster Head logo. This is the logo that we had
That's on the belt.
when we first. That's the Monster Head logo. That's my tattoo. That's me. I had this. I drew this little guy when I was a kid, and I've always that's been my logo. So
That's kind of cool.
yeah.
I have. Let me see if I can get my shoulder out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I seen that in your picture.
Yep, I've
That's
seen
my
that.
That's a
Lady
queen's
Inferno.
crown, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it
Yep,
is.
I noticed it.
And we got Umanga. We got Mick Foley, one of my favorite wrestlers. A friend of mine did the yin yang, and
We got Brotherhood.
I'm a big Wu-Tang fan. So, and then this was given to me by a friend at his wedding. It's got a crystal in it.
That's cool. I did a wedding last week.
And the $10 is from Slap Mob. They're a hip hop group in Lexington. I went to TA's baby shower, and I won the $10 at the baby shower. So I got all.
You're not crossing your legs or something.
I got all the Slap Mob guys that were there at the baby shower to sign that, and then I stuck it up on the wall. And Superman, I always play Superman at Halloween parties, and I always dress up like Superman. I had a demolition derby car one time, and I dressed up as Superman to drive the demolition derby car, and my car went to hell. And I got up and got out of the car and got up on top of it with my Superman outfit on, and everybody cheered me. So I was like, cool.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
So that's my logo that I came up with. My friend Harmony Oaks, she's
isn't that same guy right there with just,
same, yeah,
color?
just pretty much the same, but yeah,
Basically.
yeah. So I'm having this put on my van Sunday. I got a podcast van. I'm having it put on the van Sunday. Danny's going to do it for me. Another good friend. But Harmony Oaks did this, and this is a painting. And I asked her, and she's like, "Yeah, I can do that." And she is so good, guys. Anybody want a painting done? Harmony Oaks, you can check her out on Facebook. She will paint you something, and that only cost me, I think, $100. She did it for me. Like
She did a good job.
yeah, she's great. She's so talented. She doesn't charge enough. Start charging people more, Harmony.
That's right.
Just not me.
Donna Phillips said the Brotherhoods come for the straps.
So tell us about the grave, the cemetery.
Okay, so we're from Pulaski County. That's where I'm from.
Uh-huh.
That's where he lives now, but that's where I'm actually from. And there is a church there called Souls Chapel. The church isn't there anymore. It was burned down, but...
You didn't do that,
No.
did you?
No, it wasn't her.
I
We
can
promise
see
it
how
wasn't
that
her.
sounds bad towards me. but
I like
did not do
fire
that.
and the church burnt.
I can see how that... No, actually, I do know who did it, but I won't call them out on that.
Tell on them.
No, everybody knows who did it, but
Okay.
I won't call that out.
All right.
So anyway,
I had a couple cousins. They were twins when I was younger, and we had a paper factory close to us that recycled paper, and they had a big mounds of paper like just sitting around.
I feel like this is going a bad place.
And my cousins would go over there and set that mound on fire every summer, and be like, you'd be like, every time you heard the fire trucks, what's going on? The cousins, Ronnie and Donnie set the the paper factory on fire.
Oh,
It was
boy.
so funny. I'm sorry, I had to tell that story.
It's okay. I totally understand.
So after you burnt down the church.
I did not burn down the
She
church.
didn't burn down, I promise.
I did not. I promise with everything in me. I promise I did not burn that
Okay.
down. So like I said, it's not there anymore. But it was rumored to have been a devil church.
Okay.
If
If it was the actual burnt devil church, it wouldn't have burnt down
well,
because
so
fire.
if you
was-
actually look up Souls Chapel,
Okay.
what happened was there was a congregation and there was a preacher that came in and he started like making a cult, sort of like he turned the people to start following him.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah. That's
the
what I'm trying to do with the podcast.
I feel that. That's why I'm a queen. I'm trying to get a cult
Facts.
going.
Yeah. Cult
I'm just
leader.
joking, sort of. So the preacher is actually buried there. It's supposed to be a haunted graveyard, and we've taken pictures. I've been down there other times. Me and my youngest son went down there when it was a Halloween full moon. What was that, 2 or 3 years ago?
Uh-huh.
We went down at midnight.
Oh,
it was
wow.
cool.
Yeah.
There was people down there doing the ghost boxes or whatever, spirit boxes.
Spirits
Yep.
boxes.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I think
Sound
they
like a
had
good time.
Podcast too. I can't remember
It
what
does
it was.
sound like a good time.
It really was.
Yeah.
Some people are kind of creeped out by that stuff, but so we decided we were going to go down there and do a promo down there because we're creepy.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
got a monster. I think at the time I had
That's
another
right.
monster
He is a
as
monster.
Oh wow.
well.
And you're not scared of anything. Lady
Nothing
Inferno is
scares
not
me,
scared.
and actually, So I wear this shirt. That's the one I had on in my thing. It says "Fear the Wild Man."
Okay,
Even
wow.
death fears
Yeah,
him.
I've seen you with that shirt
That's
on.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I cut up all my clothes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't stand shirts either. But yeah, so that was the whole thing. You know, even death fears him. Nothing's gonna bother us on this graveyard.
Yeah.
Because I have the original Grim Reaper with me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've done a few there. We've done, like I said, we do fires everywhere. Did we build a fire down there? Did we build a fire down there at the graveyard?
No.
Not at that graveyard. We've built fires at creek sides.
Uh-huh. And took pictures and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
most of the time it's a video, but yeah.
Yeah.
We pretty much build a fire everywhere. But yeah, I guess we probably didn't down there because it's kind of a graveyard. and
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
supposed
You're
to
probably
do
not
that.
in the city limits. Probably not. Yeah.
I mean, it's in the outskirts.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Plus-
Why? Look, I told you, we're country.
Yeah,
country,
okay.
Country.
That's
That's
right.
why I don't wear shoes, and my feet are country tough.
We're city, but we're considered country by everybody else too. You
Until
know?
you
That's
take your
true.
shoes off and try to walk on rocks.
Yeah,
And we
I'm
all
not.
know-
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah.
I've walked
we all
on
know
rocks.
I'm
you're
like,
a
ooh,
sissy.
I'm
But
like,
yeah, death would fear him because this man right here would look Grim Reaper inside his eyes and tell him, "You ain't taking me nowhere. I'm taking you down there."
Yeah, exactly.
And then death would be scared.
Uh,
So,
So,
tell,
Go
so
ahead.
tell me, what is it like working with your best friend?
You know, it's pretty nice. What?
Did he mean sisterhood or something?
No. He said.
I thought you were talking about sisterhood, my bad.
sisterhood.
He's talking about the brotherhood.
Oh, okay. No, we're not talking about. This is y'all's show. It's not the Brotherhood show.
No, I like it. It's pretty handy to,
Yeah.
be able. Look, when he said, "Oh, you can bring Fiji," I didn't tell him because I didn't want to.
I was bringing him anyway.
Yeah.
Nobody tells the queen what to do anyway, right?
First of all, I don't know y'all like that, and I'm not coming up to somewhere that I don't know.
Exactly. We're
without-
creepy.
But I didn't say that. I didn't
Johnny's
say
creepy.
That.
I'm cool.
I didn't say that. But no, legitimately, I don't know you.
Yeah.
You gave me an address to come to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not coming by myself. I'm not stupid.
That's right.
Exactly.
I mean, you all are perfectly nice, but if I could have come without him, you might have been.
No, I'm
winding
glad.
up
Yeah,
on
yeah. I'm
True
glad you
Crime
feel
Kent or
comfortable.
something,
I'm
you
glad
know?
you feel comfortable with him. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's really handy to. You get booked on shows. There's no other women there. You
Yeah.
got your friend.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
People are strange at some of these shows.
Oh yeah, people are strange everywhere.
Well, some people are super strange.
Yeah, we have to we have people, we have fans, and we have people I have people messaging me all the time. Where's your studio? And I'm like, can I come and watch? And I'm like, the studio's small. We can't have that many people, So, but so that's why I lock the door, because you never know. So, and the
Exactly.
downstairs door's locked too. So I don't tell a lot of people where we are. Because people are weird. They'll just show up and they're like, "You wasn't invited," and then
Then they get mad, and then you get stabbed or something stupid.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we used to wrestle with the company that shall remain unnamed, but we'd go to Irvin, and there was this little lady. She's since passed on, but this lady loved to hate me.
Oh yeah.
Loved
Oh, man.
to hate me. And I don't know what I said to her. I can't remember. I'm always talking crap, so it's untelling what I actually did say. This woman got so mad, she picked up the barrier and come 3 feet out because you can't cross the barrier.
Yeah.
She picked up the barrier and brought it with her.
Oh wow.
Oh, man.
She was after me.
Oh
like,
my God.
She was legitimately mad. It wasn't
Yeah.
like one of those, "Oh, I know you're playing" type thing.
Uh-huh.
No, she was mad.
So
Oh,
so
man.
being the heel that you are, do you when you're at the shows, do you feel like you have to watch your back because of the
Sometimes
fans?
it really depends on what kind of crap I've started.
Yeah.
Like I said, I really am trying to start a riot.
She
I'm
wants
not
that
joking.
right.
Exactly. Yeah.
She wants that right.
You'll get there someday. I'm
I'm
and when it happens, I'm going to be so proud.
Me too. But when it, sometimes I really don't know that I rub people as wrong as I do.
Yeah, because you're doing it in character, you're doing it in fun, but some people don't know how to take.
In real life, I fall into hill mode sometimes.
Oh
and
yeah,
I just
I'm
talk
sure you do.
shit.
That's true.
Like I do, I can't help it. Like
If your pizza's late from getting an order or something, you're like,
no, it's usually my friends that I fall into hill mode with.
Yeah.
And I'm telling them how crappy they are, but it's all in good fun.
And then there's no friend no more.
No, they still love me. Just like, most of my fans still love me even though I suck. But yeah, I'll be like, oh, hold on, let me get out of hill mode for a second, because I just...
Yeah.
I
went
got
into
bad
character. I went into character.
Yeah, I got bad and I stuck there for a second. Let me get back over to being nice for a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fun.
I worked today.
Chaos wanted to say, now, we have beef. We don't have beef with y'all, but if y'all want beef with him and the Brotherhood, then we can get it real soon.
Oh, wow.
That's what he said.
Well, he was trying to take my strap, so...
Yeah.
That's... I don't know, maybe he calls it pork, but it's something.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-oh.
Come get some.
You heard that, Chaos. They're ready wherever and whenever.
You want to say something? Go ahead.
Like she did, the fans will get try to attack us or whatever. I have no problem with the fans try to jump over the barrel or whatever. There's consequence for every situation, so that's why I understand. But I promised myself, tried not to fight my mom to every show I do.
Yeah.
So when I had my first title shot in the state of Kentucky, in the company we don't want to name.
Yes.
It was in Irvin, wasn't it? It was also in Irvin, wasn't it?
Was it in Irvin?
No.
Irvin? No.
No? Where were we at?
Shopfield.
Oh, my bad.
And your mom was there
My mom was there.
because you had a
and I
heavyweight
was going for the title. And all that little stuff. And I was coming out for myself right before she became my manager, my valet. And I was coming out to mix it with the fans. And at the fans started hollering at me, everything. And then I was walking where my mom was like right here. And right in front of her, there was their own man. And I have no idea who he is. But he did something that almost got my mom to stand up, pick up the chair, and knock that man
Oh, wow.
down.
That would have been awesome.
I knew
That would have been awesome.
I knew that after the show,
Yeah.
my mom
man.
come in here and she go like this. And I was like, are you okay? Yeah. I was like, you're not okay. What happened? And she said, there was an old man in front of me. I want to knock him out. What did he do to you? Nothing.
He said something about
Why
you.
you want to knock him out?
Yeah, he's talking about our
"Because
baby."
He called you a monkey boy. He asked you if you want a banana. I was like, Mom, it's part of the show, and I can't hear them.
Yeah.
Let them be.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting you can't hear them.
I have a similar story. It's not about my mom. It's about my dad.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So
gosh, I
my
mean,
dad has only been to one or two of my shows. My mom's only been once. They don't love it.
Yeah.
My dad would probably come more, but people talk some really nasty things about me. Okay, so like what I've got on right now is
Yeah.
my favorite outfit.
Yeah.
But I don't wrestle in this. This
Yeah.
is my valet outfit. My wrestling outfit has boobs hanging out, little butt cheeks hanging out.
Yeah. I want to
and-
see. Remind us to see her to wrestle.
And if
I want to see that.
If I'm a good guy, people are like, "Oh my god!" And if I'm a bad guy, they're like, "Put some clothes on."
Yeah. Exactly.
So, but people are more vulgar than that.
Yeah.
When I'm a bad guy, more than just put some clothes on.
Oh yeah, they take out everything that's happened to them that whole week on you.
Which is perfectly
Yeah,
fine
that's
with
what's supposed
me.
to happen.
That's exactly why I wrestle.
That's what an
part
indie show's
of it
about.
For me.
Yeah.
You want a hug? Somebody will give you one. It ain't gonna be me,
Yeah.
but somebody
Damn
will
straight.
give
Yeah,
you
I'm
one.
gonna talk about your mama.
Right. If you had a bad week
And you can
need
talk about my
somebody to
mama.
yell at, I'm your girl.
Yeah.
All right, you can yell at me.
Yeah.
I don't hear you anyway.
Exactly.
Yes.
I
Right.
mean, I'm not deaf like he is. I just don't listen to you.
Yeah,
I don't give
exactly.
a crap what you're saying.
You're not worth listening to out there in the crowd.
That's right.
Right.
You're the queen.
I really
She's a
don't
queen.
hear anybody. I just zone all of that out, and I'll pick out one or two people because I can see it in their face that they're giving me crap.
Yeah.
So then I kind of bicker back and forth with them, especially if it's like a big woman that couldn't put her leg in my outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
you're going to call me fat?
Exactly.
I know you didn't just, with your 400 pounds sitting there, call me fat. You
Yeah,
know what
I
I'm
hate
saying?
that. I hate those kind of people. Like, look at yourself.
Right. Take a look in the mirror before you say I'm fat.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
there is this man standing in front of my dad, and I see my dad at the concession stand on the intermission, and he is livid.
Your dad's pissed.
My dad is like, there's.
Steam coming out of his ears.
Oh yeah, you would think that he was the king of fire, like he's got flames on the top of his head and his eyeballs are smoking.
Daddy Inferno.
Yeah, for real. And I said, Daddy, what is wrong? And he said, if I hear him say one more nasty thing about you, I'm going to pop his head off his
Oh,
shoulders.
wow.
I said, Daddy, he paid his money to come in, and I am doing my job. I am doing my job.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he's that mad at me,
Yeah.
if he's,
Yeah.
I'm doing my job. He said, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I can't come anymore.
Yeah.
So I understand that and I respect it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was doing my job
Exactly,
so well
exactly.
that,
Exactly.
you know.
A lot of people that aren't big wrestling fans don't understand that. Like, if he doesn't watch it all the time, then you don't understand.
Any reaction?
Yeah,
to
but
that.
nobody
And plus,
else
it's
is
your
his
dad,
baby
too.
girl.
Nobody talks about my baby girl like that.
Right. Now, my son is kind of, I have
Your son?
I have 3 boys.
Uh-huh.
And the oldest and the youngest don't
You're
hardly
still
have
like
anything to
5
do
and
with it.
3 and 4 and 5.
Ha! But, my grandbaby's almost 2.
Oh, wow. Okay. I got
So-
grandbabies, too.
And she likes to fight, and
Yeah.
she likes to watch
Uh-oh.
the fight.
Uh-oh.
But her
Baby
daddy,
Inferno.
oh yeah, her daddy does not like it when people talk crap about his mom.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
So I'm in the locker room telling him I got snack money in the car if he wants it, and he's like, Mom, there's people over here talking mad shit about you, and if this was real somewhere besides a wrestling show, I would be on them. And I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
you
Thanks
have
for
to
tuning in,
calm
Bobby
down.
Green.
You have to calm down because these people pay their money
Yes.
to be able to talk as much crap as they want. I know that's hard for you all to hear, but I'm not listening to them.
Yeah.
That's right.
It doesn't matter anything at all to me. Like I said, now I will pick out 1 or 2, or if somebody, like, I can just, they don't even have to be saying anything to me. They just have to be standing in the front row stinking. If I can smell you when I pass, you are,
You're getting this
That's
shit.
right.
right.
You should have took a shower before the show. Come on.
And that's usually what I
yeah,
say.
yeah. Shower before the show.
I
Come
have
on.
also passed out deodorants to people. I've handed out soaps. One time I gave somebody
Oh
deodorant.
wow! You should come like a big bag of like those little small deodorants and
I've
just
done
like
that.
pass. Oh, you've done that? Oh wow!
I've done that. And some guy thanked me one time. He's like, thanks.
Yeah, I
And
need
was
this.
like, that wasn't a compliment, But, like, there's some places that we go that I swear to God, they must not have running water around there.
Yeah.
Because, and again, that's the difference in Tessa and Lady Inferno. They are 2 separate people.
Yeah.
Because Tessa would call you out to the side and say, listen, and I've done this
Yeah.
to somebody. I say, you may smell a little riper than you want to.
Yeah.
Let me give you some soap and
Bobby
some
Green
deodorant.
said, "Why are
Take
you so
care of
mean?"
yourself." Because I like it.
Yeah. Bobby likes being mean too.
So, you just kind of let them know. You do it privately.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Tessa. That's her way. Lady
Yeah.
Inferno is here. God, Jesus, go get you a bath.
It's easier Lady
Take
Inferno way.
this.
It is. It's easier Lady Inferno way.
That's right.
Yeah.
And again, it's just because my mama told me when I was a kid that you are not supposed to be that in public.
No.
And I love it. I can be that in
Hell
public,
yeah.
and every bit of that comes
Yeah,
out.
it's your job to do it. Yeah,
Damn
you're encouraged.
They
to
all
do
like to
that.
said, so if your husband's not Kane, is your brother Disco Inferno?
Oh my gosh.
Leon's my son.
Yep,
That's my son. He's one of the creators of the show. So he works at night. He works at UPS at night, so he don't get to be on the show when we have these interviews. But he's usually here for the pay-per-views, and he writes a lot of stuff for the Facebook and stuff like that. So
That's
yeah.
right.
He's a creator.
And Jonathan Barnes says, Pops really loved these 2 individuals. especially when Fiji would scare little kids.
Oh yeah.
John Barnes said he really appreciates you scaring little kids.
So, Pops was his dad, or is his dad. His father passed away, I think 2 years ago. And he was one of the best heel fans ever. Jonathan would always say, you know, if I was in the wrestling ring wrestling, of course he's a ref, he said, and I took you all on, Pops would not cheer for me. He would be out there cheering for you all. And when he was in the hospital a few times, we took him some pictures and we'd taken him a shirt. And yeah, we loved him so much. We loved him. He was the best fan, really and truly. I always loved it when he came to the shows. We miss him too.
Great guy.
He was. But speaking on that, Monticello, right? There was this little girl. I will never forget, and I shouldn't laugh about this. It sounds really mean.
It sounds funny to me.
So his thing, if you've ever seen any of the videos, when we come out, we go around. He usually pinpoints some little kid that is like so eager to touch us, or you know, whatever, and just so excited that we're there, and he'll walk past them, and then he'll turn around and scare their
That's
their
right.
soul
Great.
leave their
That's
body.
awesome.
That's his style.
He has scared kids so bad that they like trip over themselves, running away, they fall, they knock over chairs. But my personal favorite, is he made this little girl bawl.
Oh my God.
Oh,
She
man.
completely had a meltdown.
Oh wow.
And she was sitting right on the front. These are not people that have never seen us.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
are not people that don't know that he does this to children sitting in the front row.
Yeah.
So
it was bad of the person that stuck that kid there.
I mean, it's the parents.
Yeah,
okay?
'cause they wanted to see that.
But as soon as he does it to their kid,
Yeah.
this big old mama, of course, it's one of those women that calls me fat
Yeah.
that
Yep.
couldn't have fit in my outfit if I sewed two of them together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so she jumps up screaming, and her little beanpole daddy standing behind him like this in his little motorcycle jacket like he's something big, you know,
Oh,
screaming
God.
to the tops of his lungs at him. And Drew just acting like he can't hear him.
What's he saying?
Bobby Green said they have feelings, you know.
That's her favorite, but I will tell you my favorite. That happened like a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
I was doing a show for Jimmy Walsh in Lancaster, Kentucky, and I was a bad guy, and I started coming out. It was the longest walk I ever did, because we had to go from almost the end of the park and come all the way around to the center in front of the courthouse.
So outside.
Yeah, with the outside show, and I was just there, this is the longest walk, but okay, I'm going to try to get the fans going. And then when I got to that point, and there were some fans backing up, because some of them knew who I was, or they just felt that something's going to happen, so a lot of kids back up, except for this one kid, and his mom and his dad was like, at first his mom was like, oh, go up there, see if you can get a high five. I can see completely at the day of what the mom did, and I can see completely at the day what the dad did. The dad was like, I don't think it's a good idea. Oh, he'll be fine. He'll be fine, don't worry. Just let him get
The
up there.
benefits of being able to read lips.
So, you get up there, and he'll get fine, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Not a good idea. I was like, and I just kept walking by. The kid was like, "What happened?" When I have my eye vision really, it could go all the way back.
Yeah.
And I could see the kid going, "What happened?" And I turn around and I scream on top of my leg, and I swear.
I feel like you should demonstrate the
Oh.
roar.
Yeah, do it. Do the roar. Rah.
Do the war?
Yes.
Okay, from trick, I do the war.
Yeah.
Alright, let me go back there, but I can get better of it. And the kid was like this, and I turned around and was like this. Whoa! And that kid just jumped. I'm telling you, the kid was so small, and his feet was all the way over the barrel.
Oh, wow.
And then his mom and dad dropped up from their seats. They were still sitting, but they jumped, and you could see them floating in the air. And the mom grabbed the kid and pulled him back. They were looking at the kid. I'm so shocked. They go,
Oh,
why
wow.
would you do that?
Yeah, wow.
And just walk off and kind of way. And the kid was going out there. He was shaking to his bones. I'm like,
Wow, wow.
don't get too close. Don't
Yeah.
get too close.
Don't get too
That's
close.
right. Don't get too close.
So let me ask you a serious question. During COVID, so I'm kind of hard of hearing. I read lips a little bit too.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm nowhere deaf at all, but
All right.
I read lips a little bit. During COVID, you had to wear a mask. How hard was that for you?
Oh gosh, you have no idea. I should want to knock people out for wearing a mask, but they talked to me when I told them, like, one time I would be like, hey, I'm deaf, I can't hear you, but I can read lips. I'm ready to step back so you can take your mask off while you can talk to me.
Yes.
And they would be like,
Yeah.
I'm like, Judge, if you're not going to,
It drove me crazy because I read lips too.
Right.
And if there's a lot of noise around, I can't single out sounds so much. But it drove me crazy.
why they go me crazy. And then sometimes I'll be like, you know what, I'm out of here. And
Yeah.
they would be like, oh, no, we want your service. Blah, blah, blah. I said, no, you don't.
Yeah.
It was like McDonald's or whatever restaurant I was. I'm like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if that's what I'm willing to step back.
Yeah.
I'm willing
Understandable.
to manage. I'm stepping back. All you have to do is just sit it down and tell me what you want to say.
Yeah.
And then I'll speak to you
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
You understand what I just
Yeah,
did.
you speak good. You really do. Yeah.
You really
And then the
do.
devil's like,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I did the same thing. I was like, that would drive me.
It would drive me crazy too.
Yeah.
And Bobby Green said, "Kayfabe, can I get heat?" He said, "Can I get heat?"
Bobby wants heat.
Yep.
Are
he
you
Oh,
was.
Bobby wants to
on your
wrestle?
phone?
And we the subtitles as well.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Why am I so slow?
Because you are. That's why I do all the work for you.
You know, Bobby Green said they have feelings. Lady Inferno.
I don't care about anybody else's feelings but my own.
Bobby
That's right,
is
she's a
Bobby's
queen.
a heel too. Don't listen to him. He is such a heel. Bobby, you know you're a heel.
Royal Lex said, "Hello, y'all."
What's up, Royal X? For all your internet gaming needs, check out Royal X on the Facebook and tell them Nice Guy Andy podcast sent you over there, and they'll give you $5 in free pay. They'll go over there and message them. They'll sign you up. And for your late night gaming needs, check out Royal Dark on Facebook. Message those guys and tell them that the Nice Guy Andy podcast sent you. And so those guys are having a little Cash App problem, so be patient with those
That's
guys.
true. Be patient.
And the belt in the center made the belt on our table in the center was made by Muhammad Jafar, is one of our sponsors of the podcast. He gave me a great deal on these belts. Guys, if you guys want a custom belt made, let me know or let Muhammad know. And Muhammad Jafar on Facebook, and he
The man
will
from Pakistan.
he would let you guys he'll just let you guys design your own belts, because he's let me design so many belts. This belt here, the one that Johnny's carrying, and the other one I have, and the one that Zodiac has too, is the Monster Head belt. So thank you guys.
And I'd like to ask you something, Fiji. Who would you like to destroy the most at TSW?
I'm sorry.
Destroy. Who gets on your nerves the most? TCW, TSW.
Who I want to kill the most right now, just to be honest, I want to get rid of the sisterhood so I can continue to do my business with TSW, because the sisterhoods are in my way.
Yeah.
And I can't do my business. So once I get rid of all the sisterhood members, and then I'll be able to do what I want to do with TSW.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If we're getting to
that's
pick
true.
out who we're fighting there,
Yeah.
I would like to fight Gene King.
Uh-oh, Gene King is she's
one of
calling you out.
He's one of the Brotherhood. We
Yeah,
can take him down
yeah.
one at a time.
Yeah.
I would take him.
Okay, cool. You heard him, Gene.
That's right.
Come get it, son.
Barbara Green said, "Okay, no feelings. Then tell the kid to do his to get his helmet on and stop licking the window."
What's that mean? Bobby and his dad's going to be on the podcast sometime next month. So we've had Bobby Green on with Bunny Love, and you guys go back to the Facebook or the YouTube and check that show out.
Bobby Green said he will work you and he'll bring his walking stick.
Bobby's trying to get back in the business. We bring him on the podcast. He was been retired for a while, but he is so willing to get back in the ring. Maybe we can go down to TSW there, Bobby. I think I can make that happen, guy. If you want to match with Fiji WildMan.
That could happen.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
he wrestled around here for a long time. He's been retired for a little while, but he's wanting to get back in the business. So he wrestled at he's wrestled at ECW and.
Yep.
He's
wrestled
wrestled around here a lot. So,
And James Dean said, "We have no beef with you guys."
uh-oh.
He said the Brotherhood has no beef with Fiji WildMan and Lady Inferno.
James Dean says that
It's because they're scared.
they're scared. Oh
They
God.
Oh,
don't have
God.
beef. They just step away because
Well,
they
maybe they
know of the greatness.
Maybe it's not they're so scared. They just respect the queen. They just,
They're scared.
yeah.
I
That's
mean,
right.
Austin Michaels doesn't want to take another spear.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, he did say it is the best spear he's ever taken.
Listen, I'm not bragging on my spear. I'm really not. But do I not have one of the prettiest spears you've ever seen?
The prettiest is the most dangerous one.
Oh wow. Okay.
wow.
That's coming
It
from
really is.
the wild man. Yeah.
I mean, he taught me how to do
Yeah.
it.
He's a wild man. So like you've got to be you've got to be like tough. Like if you got his back and he's got your back, I'm sure you
I pretty
holding
much
up
do
your
his entire catalog of moves,
yeah.
minus a few that he just does because he's a whole lot bigger
I
than I am.
can't
and
wait to see
can't.
you wrestle in person.
Um,
Me either.
And I want you to beat this guy Gene. What is? I want you
Gene
to beat
You
Gene
know
King.
who he is, right?
No.
He's he's Taterhead, the one that they call Taterhead.
Okay.
He's like the loud mouth.
Okay.
Yeah. Just.
You just want to pop his potato head. So who all do y'all? I know y'all wrestle for TSW because apparently you guys are the champs. Who else do you wrestle for? Anybody you want to shout out? Anybody that you know?
You know, I didn't write down the one that we're going to in October, the 29th. Do you remember who that is? Primarily, we do wrestle for TSW. We do like special appearances here and there.
Yeah.
We do. While you're asking me about what we're doing, I did write one down. We are flying to Florida to Tampa Bay, and November.
When?
November 5th to the 8th.
I'm going to be in Florida October. So I was like, I
Yeah.
hope y'all will be down there. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome, but it's for the Children's Diabetic Foundation.
Okay.
Now, I've never flown before.
Wow. Really?
I've never flown before, but
It's
type 1
easy. It's like riding a
diabetes-
bus.
You know, everybody's like, "Oh, you're gonna love it." Yeah, I probably will if I don't die.
If your
And that's what I'm scared
if your
of.
ears don't pop, you'll be fine. Like the
I'll
worst thing
probably
about
chew
flying.
gum.
The worst thing about flying is your ears pop, and then when you get off the plane, your ears are wacky for a little while. But
Is it kind of like driving in the mountains, though?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
kind of what I thought.
yeah.
People-
You're probably used to it. You're driving the mountains a lot. Probably
Well,
used to it.
My husband is from the mountains, so we
Yeah.
travel there a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. You'll be fine. It's like getting on the bus, and you get on the
So-
bus. You get on the plane. You sit down for an hour or two, and then you're in Florida.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think our flight's like 2 hours.
It's great. Yeah, it's so fun.
So we're flying down on November 4th,
Yeah.
and the show is on the 5th. That's
Thursday.
okay, so it's Saturday, and then we have nothing on Sunday, and then the 7th and 8th is also a show, so we have
Yeah.
3 shows for that.
Make sure you message us and stuff, and we'll tell everybody about it
Yes, we
when
will.
it happens.
Well, we'd appreciate that. Like I said, it's for the Children's Diabetic Foundation.
Okay.
And So type 1 diabetes is what it's about.
Yeah.
And one of our friends is type 1 Raven Skylark.
Uh-huh.
He also has type 1 diabetes. But it's near and dear to my heart because my sister's baby has type 1 diabetes, and he was diagnosed at 2 years old.
Type 1 is very serious.
It is.
Very serious.
Most people aren't diagnosed as young as he was, but like I said, that's why it's so something that I don't fly for anything.
Yeah.
But this is very important.
Yeah.
You know, and if anybody that's listening wants to throw a little bit of sponsorship at us, we would take that.
Yeah, please, guys. If y'all
Please,
want to
guys.
sponsor Lady Inferno, I'm sure she's on Facebook. Then y'all can check out the way to sponsor her.
I'm also on Instagram.
She's also on Instagram,
That's
too.
right.
And while we're talking about
And
things that
OnlyFans.
we're doing, not yet.
Not yet.
Listen, they keep telling me that my ID is blurry, even though it's crystal clear. It's probably because I'm 41, and they're like, "You are too old."
But you look 30, so
Also, Drew is doing the
his
next,
OnlyFans.
Yes, it's his OnlyFans. He's got hairy legs.
Some guys like that.
I can't be serious now. I'm sorry. So he's doing the next Face of Horror thing with the faceofhorror.org. He's like second right now, so if you all would go hop on there and vote for him.
Okay,
His
yeah.
name is actually Andrew Mead.
The Face of Horror.
It's faceofhorror.org. He needs some votes so that he can take me with him and stay in a creepy place and
Yeah,
get a
well,
walk
Hell
on.
yeah.
Like after the show, text us that, and we'll start promoting that.
That would be awesome.
When's
We
it
would
When's it
appreciate
over?
that. When does that finish?
I'm about to pull it up right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's it called?
It's
Faces of
faceofhorror.org.
And while we're looking it up, Bobby Green said, "I will get my license back. Just put it on the poster. True American Dream versus Fiji." But he called him Figgy. And then he said, "I guess you can't walk and talk with him. He doesn't have a clue what you are talking
Actually,
about."
that's not true. He does walk and talk. It's slightly different than the way that other people walk and talk, but you can, and they do, and he does. I don't even know how to explain it to you, but once you're in the ring with him, you just know what to do.
That's right.
It's like having a fight. Like, it just all is so sequential, and, I mean, it just works,
Exactly.
you know, because if I punch you, you would naturally punch me back.
Yep.
You know, and it all flows that way. And the way that you wind up, you can feel what's going to happen. And
Yeah. He just probably has
And Bobby Green would enjoy a match with him.
when you
He
look
said
when
he's
you
a good song.
when you lose one sense, the other senses pick up. So I'm sure he feels more and sees more. Like he said just a few minutes ago, he said he sees
oh yeah, he
like,
can see like back here.
back here. Yeah.
It's
So
the creepiest thing
Yeah.
ever. Like I tell my friends, I'm like, yeah, some people consider him to have a disability, but I look at him like he's a superhero.
yeah,
Because
all those other senses picked up.
it's really, really weird some of the things that he does that normal people don't do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's like he has super senses. And so that's really
Spidey
actually,
sense.
Kind of, but
Yeah.
the Fiji senses.
Yeah.
But it's really kind of cool.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah. He's a very unique guy. He's a very unique guy.
And also, Bobby Green said he knows he was just working.
Yeah.
He said that his brother Donnie Green worked with Fiji before.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Donnie Green.
Yep.
Donnie Green. So do you guys know about New South Wrestling? New South Wrestling is here in Lexington, and it's Tony Presley. He used to wrestle under the name Scott Storm, and he bought New South Wrestling when it was it used to be NWA South.
I think I've seen some flyers for that
Yeah,
online.
they have pretty big shows up here in Lexington.
It's good, trust me.
Yeah, they got really. It's more of on the level of OVW and stuff like that. So,
But way better.
You
No
know,
offense to OVW, but Andy Presley and the team
he's a
put together
professional.
one hell of a show.
Very professional. Pays his guys real good. So, maybe that's something y'all can look into too. He's usually
And-
watching us. I don't know if he's watching tonight since we are on.
Not yet.
Yeah, we're not usually on
Gre-
Thursdays, but
Bob Green said he would
Well,
love
if
to
he
work
does
with
hit
you.
up or whatever, he could. I never book anything. I got online today
Uh-huh.
and saw that we have a show on October 29th. I was on a flyer and I was like, hey, got a show. But he does all of our booking.
Oh, does he?
He does generally come down and go, hey, what are you doing on such and such day? But that's pretty much the basis of, I'm going to write this on the calendar.
Yeah.
And now you're booked on that day.
yeah.
But I never know what I'm doing. I'll just show up.
Okay. So he's your manager.
Look, this is funny. But
You're
this
her
is-
manager, right? You manage her.
This is the honest to God's truth, okay? So we went to Atlanta to the MomoCon and we worked for. Who did we work for? My brain just stopped. I'm sorry, Eric. Yes, I know his name, but what is the Stranglehold? I'm sorry,
Stranglehold.
Eric. I'm sorry, Eric. Stranglehold.
I forget stuff too. I
Yeah,
swear.
it
Stranglehold
happens.
That's why I got
Camping.
Johnny, because Johnny
Yep,
remembers
that's right.
everything.
That's why I have a Drew.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't remember anything.
Yeah, we're
So-
the stars, and we have to have our
So
sidekicks.
anyway,
He's your sidekick. Fiji's a sidekick.
So
We're
we go
Batman,
down
and he's Robin.
I'm Poison Ivy and he's the Joker.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
But anyway, so we go to the MomoCon and they asked us to stay in character, which is not an issue to me because
Yeah.
I'm
You like
following
being
the
in character, yeah.
Yeah, because you get to be ugly to people and
It's
so
fun.
he being my monster, you cannot let a monster that might eat a small child roam free on the streets of Atlanta by themselves. So I hooked him to his leash and I walked him down to the MomoCon convention hall.
That's right.
On everything Georgia followers or something like that, there is a video of me walking my monster, and it has over 105,000
Oh,
views
wow.
on
hell
it
Okay, yeah.
of me walking him because they think he has a muzzle on because that big beard that he's got and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was pretty interesting. But we were down there for Stranglehold, and when that was blowing up, we were like tagging Stranglehold. No, come down to MomoCon and watch us.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's right.
That was good fun though.
Yeah, you seem like you have a great time doing this.
Right. So that is the whole persona that we put on. But real life, I kind of need to be on a leash because I will probably bite somebody, and I manage him. That's
Yeah.
what people see. But like you just saw,
Yeah. He's the brains behind the bunch.
he's kind of my. Now I have a good brain.
Oh,
My
I'm
brain
sure.
works,
Yeah, yeah.
But he's the memory and the look.
Yeah.
I'll walk in and I'll say I can't find my wallet, and he's like, "Oh, I saw it such and such place. I can't find my keys. You put them over there. Everything. He knows where I do with everything.
Because he's a superhero.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Right. So it's like in wrestling world life, I'm the manager, I'm in control, everything's going on. I have control of that. I am the leader, he is the follower.
Leon's calling. Let me get this. Catch this. This is my son.
Okay.
Hold on, Leon Lexton. You're on the podcast.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
No, I just wanted to say that this was like definitely one of my more favorite listens that I've listened to. It was a very inspirational show tonight, for real. Like it was crazy. I've never heard of any you don't really hear about like stuff like that being done in wrestling and people with these issues like that they have or these different things that people have in wrestling. You never really hear about it. So it was really interesting and a hell of a moving show tonight.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, I didn't know until yesterday when Henry Shaw told me that he was deaf, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be
Henry Shaw put him over big time.
And like she's like Lady Inferno said that he's more like a superhero to her because he has all these other senses that he brings out, and so
yeah, the fact that he said that sometimes he can the pop or the energy of the show he'll come back to the locker room and say that he heard it. That was like some of the most like inspirational shit I've ever heard.
Yeah,
that's honest.
right.
That's cool. Yeah, we've having a great time tonight.
And the fact that Lady Inferno is going out here in a male-dominated industry and she's trying to leave her mark, and she seems like a fucking badass. She's like, she'll fight any dude, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see her go up against the Nice Guy Andy podcast champion, the Zodiac. That'd be a hell of a match right there.
That would be.
We've had a match with him before. He and Maria James tagged against me and Fiji.
Amazing Maria.
Yeah.
I want to see you up against Zodiac 1-on-1. I want to see that happen.
He choke slammed me, but I'm real short, so he punched me in the mouth first, and then he got me by the throat.
Yeah, Zodiac's he's a menace to society.
He really is.
But
I really enjoyed that match for real.
Yeah.
But out of is Fiji, is he what culture is he? Like, what race is he? Is he African American?
He's hillbilly, baby.
He's hillbilly.
He's hillbilly.
Yeah.
I mean, he does the island gimmick. I was wondering if it was true or if it's just a gimmick or.
We're not gonna reveal that.
Yeah, we're not gonna reveal that.
That's behind the scenes, baby.
Sorry if I'm trying to incriminate
you're
his
good.
character.
You're good. But no, I mean, if
He
you
looks
don't
the
know,
part.
a lot of people
And
don't know either. So I'm not going
like
to
he's-
ruin that.
Yeah.
I couldn't. If he's not, then that would shock me. And if he is, I can definitely see it. But I was wondering what is his, like, is his inspiration like the Wild Samoans or Umaga or even
he wanted to.
Rikishi, Roman Reigns?
Did you hear what he said? He wanted to. Apparently, it's Bret Hart because he wanted to be Kurt Hurt, and he wanted to be a Bret Hart guy. He didn't want to be Fiji WildMan.
Yeah, he wanted to be Kurt Hurtum.
Kurt Hurtum.
I heard that it was an inspiration. The name came from his uncle. Is that what he said?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So who do you most want to be? Like, who was your favorite wrestler growing up when you were a fan? You as a fan, when you was a kid, your favorite wrestler.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
Hell yeah.
He loves the Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
So I'm gonna tell you a story. Tell you a story about Leon Lexington when he was young, about 10 or 11. We used to take him to the WWE matches, and he around the time he'd think the Undertaker was coming out, he'd be like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom." He was scared to death of the Undertaker, so he had to go to the bathroom while the Undertaker would come out because the Undertaker had this big scary interest, so he was scared of him.
Opposite.
But he's a big
And
fan of Undertaker, right?
no, yeah, I love
Same.
Taker. Taker is probably the greatest of all time.
Oh, he absolutely is. It's
Yeah.
not like probably. It absolutely.
Yeah.
But-
I've met
the-
Kane
the-
twice, and I'm very disappointed that I've not met the Undertaker even once.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
He's
though.
having some kind of he does some kind of one man show now.
Yep, it's called one dead man show.
Yeah, kind of like what Mike Tyson was doing. He does a kind of a one man show like that now.
That's something that me, Leon, and Fiji have in common. We all love the Undertaker.
Yeah, the Undertaker.
And
So thanks for calling in, Leon.
But I could definitely see Fiji being a part of the bloodline. That would be
bloodline?
insane. Yeah, he looks like it. You put
What
him
you
in
did
there
the
with Jey
bloodline?
Uso.
Yeah. What?
You put him in there. You put him in there against with Roman and Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. I feel like he would thrive in the big leagues. His size, everything about him is just like it's over the top. It's a superhero. It's like straight ripped out of '80s WWF. Like he's over the like, you know what I'm saying? He's like a legend already. It feels like I don't know. Just listening to
right.
what he had to say, and it's so interesting that his differences
I think you got
between
a
all
new-
the other
I
wrestlers.
think you got a new fan today. A new fan.
you have a fan now,
Yeah.
Leon Lexington.
Hey, well, I'm gonna let you go, Leon. Love you.
Oh,
All
and
right, Rodney, be safe.
All right.
Bobby Green said, "How about you two versus him and Bunny Love? Make it a mixed tag match."
Bobby's
That's
crazy. Bobby's nuts.
And James Dean said, "Love you guys. Good show, Lady Inferno, Fiji.
Okay.
Love yous."
on the post.
What?
I tagged him on the post about the fake porn.
Okay, yeah, cool.
I'm hoping you got it. I'm not sure.
No, we will. We'll see it. We'll see it.
I love tonight's show because we got Lady Inferno and we got Fiji WildMan
Well,
inside studio.
We've been on 2 hours, guys. It's up to you guys if y'all want to call it. Usually call it at 10.
Okay, we'll almost call it, but let me show you guys something real
Okay,
quick.
you can show us anything you want.
Here we go, guys.
So look, if you all are interested, where...
The camera's right there.
Oh, yeah,
camera's
it's the blue
there.
light.
Yeah, the blue
Okay.
light. Fiji WildMan
So
as
this
There he
is a
is.
Fiji WildMan doll. If you want your own tiny Fiji that you're able to beat up.
that doll probably still beats you up.
That
It
doll
might.
probably would whoop him.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
we got Fiji WildMan right here.
The slam wrestling buddy.
And these are slam wrestlers that you can go on. Where can you go get these at?
You can hit me up on Facebook or Instagram.
And she's got a bunch of them. Okay, so
Yeah, we've got.
and then we
several
got the
in
Lady
car.
Inferno one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's right,
I'm
guys.
gonna keep this one now.
That's.
I'm the biggest.
Look, I
I'm your
told you
biggest
I
fan
cut
now.
All of my shirts, I
Uh-huh.
cut that one too. That's my original outfit that
Oh
I wore.
wow. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
That's
I cut
awesome.
all of my shirts like that. I don't like necks
Uh-huh.
or sleeves. So
It's probably driving you crazy, right?
I have to
Just take it off. Who cares?
listen. No, look, this is my best dress that I wrestle or that I go to wrestling shows in, and
Uh-huh.
I got it for nothing.
Okay.
Like,
Nice.
And what else you got over there?
Oh, that's just my shirt.
Okay, and I'm glad you didn't hit us with that kendo stick. She brung the kendo stick.
Yes,
I'm
she
glad
did, guys.
she did not hit us
There's
with the kendo
not
stick.
space in here to twirl it, but I twirl this thing too.
Yeah.
That is a great Kindle stick too. And let me tell you guys, those things do hurt. Don't say that's fake because you get hit with one of those.
It only hurts
it's
if
gonna
you're a
hurt.
baby.
Yeah, it only hurts if you're a baby. Come on. So we got the Fiji WildMan little doll, and we got the Lady Inferno.
That's right.
So how much are these?
They're $20 a piece.
$20 a piece, guys.
That's
Check
right,
out
guys.
Lady Inferno on her Facebook page or message us, and we'll get in contact with them for you if you
That's
guys
right.
want one.
And Bobby Green said it would be a hair match
Hair.
if it's a mixed tag match between
Bobby
you two.
don't have any hair. Come on, Bobby. He's gonna put something up. You can put something up that you got, Bob.
Like his bandana.
It's a nowhere bandana match. No more. You lose your bandana.
That's right.
Is it already 10 o'clock?
Yep,
Yeah, it is 10
really
o'clock
is.
already. Yeah, it
Time
is.
flew fast.
Yeah, people usually say, "Hey, I'm gonna like Anthony Presley, the owner of New South Wrestling. When he came, I talked him in. He didn't want to come over, and I talked him in. He's like, "Well, I usually take my kids, so can I bring my kids?" He tried to use that as an excuse, and I was like, "Yeah, you bring kids. That got another room over there. Well, I got some Dr. Pepper. They can drink whatever, you know." So he's like, "Oh, okay. So I don't know how long I'll stay, you know." So I probably. He's like, "How long's the show?" I said, "Like 2 hours." "Oh man, I don't know how long I'll stay. I'll probably only stay about 30 minutes." And I was like, "All right, okay." So we got him in here and got him talking, and he stayed for 2.5 hours almost. So, yeah. So everybody does that. Everybody's like, Nasty Nate Gnarly. He was like,
Oh, we love him.
I'll probably only stay, man, about 45 minutes. He got so drunk.
He got drunker than a skunk.
He got so drunk and got wild in here, left his phone, had to come back and get it. We love Nasty Nate Gnarly. I mean,
And
I wanted him back on the show.
You have seen his face when Chris Blade brought him a shot, and he's like, "Brother, I don't know if he's trying to make me a shot or he's trying to date rape me because this is not a shot."
So he had a solo cup, right? And he's like, "Give me a shot. Give me a shot, Chris." And Chris is, I don't know if y'all know Chris Blade or Chris Wilson.
Yep.
He's a big fan. And he didn't know how to pour no shot. He poured the guy a half of a solo cup full of bourbon, like Woodford Reserve, like, and he was like, "Oh my God!" He's like, and Nate's like, "Look at this!" It's like, "Yeah, you gotta drink it now." So.
You can't pour it back in the bottle. It's
And then I went
wasted.
down and seen him wrestle the day afterwards, and he was so hungover. He's like, "Oh man, I almost didn't want to come to the wrestling match today." I was so hungover. He said, "Man, I had such a good time though. Everybody has a good time here, so
That's right.
yeah, that's what we're here
we pride
about, man."
ourselves on.
I don't want to have you
Hi,
come in
Mom.
here and ask them weird ass questions of you. I just want you to come and have fun, tell the stories y'all want to tell the wrestling stories that you like, and it's all about the wrestler, you know.
Yep, that's what it's all
You know,
about.
we love wrestling. And I'm going to let everybody give me 2 minutes, and I will let everybody know why I personally wrestle.
Yeah.
You know, I am heel most of the time. But we used to have a fan that came to Frankfurt. We used to wrestle at KUPW.
Okay.
And this fan was passing away. And he asked that wrestlers come to see him. And I don't tell this story. I didn't tell this story for a long time because I felt like it was personal. Like, I didn't do it to tell the story.
Yeah, yeah.
But the story is a why. Like I said, he was dying. He wanted some wrestlers to come and see him. So I got in my gear. I painted my face. And I went up there to see him, and he was so excited. There was several other guys there. Fiji couldn't come with me, but I went anyway. And I was sitting on his chair talking to him, and because there were so many people in this hospital room that there was hardly nowhere to sit down. He's in his little reclining chair. And so I sit on the arm of it, and the nurse brought in his dinner, and she told him, I'll be back to feed you. I used to be a CNA years ago. And when I was in high school, I used to feed handicapped kids in the special needs class.
Okay.
So I've been feeding people a long time. So I asked her, I was like, I just got up and I ran out and I said, hey, if it's okay with him, can I go ahead and feed him? And she's like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. This man died like 2 days after this happened, but he was so happy that I was there and I fed him his dinner.
Yeah.
Like, I gave him some broccoli, and he's like, I don't want to eat that. And I'm like, it's good for you. I said, you know what? You don't have to eat it.
Nah, you don't have to eat
that.
that.
That is fine. I was thinking, well, you think you're about to die.
Yeah.
But
Eat this candy bar.
Right. Eat whatever you want. I'll eat it.
That's right.
But, yeah, I didn't want him to have to, because they passed his, like, it was pretty close to the first, and they got to go down the whole hall, and how long is it going to take before they get back to feed him, and why not?
Yeah.
But wrestling allowed me to do that. He wanted wrestlers to come and see him. That was one of his dying wishes. He didn't ask me to feed him. Yeah. But it made his day.
Aw.
And it made mine.
Aw.
So, you know.
You are a sweetheart.
Don't me.
We're not going to tell anybody. There ain't nobody watches this show anyway.
That's right.
But no, for real,
Your secret is safe.
That's why I love wrestling, because you get to be a different person.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, Lady Inferno and Tessa are not the same person.
Yeah.
I am me sometimes, and when I get into the head zone that I am her, I am her.
Yeah.
I'm not Tessa anymore. I'm not that sweet, kind person.
Yeah.
And once I step out of the ring, I'm not the same person anymore.
Yeah.
Those are two separate people.
Yeah.
Some people don't understand that, but that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But being able to do that, to give joy to people, to let people yell at you, to relieve their frustrations. And some people, it's giving those hugs.
Yeah.
That ain't me.
Exactly.
Like I said, I sit on the side of him and I fed him, but he didn't get no hugs.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
Eat this food.
That's right.
But it was so great.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and like I said, it took me a long time to tell anybody this. There was a lot of people that witnessed it.
Yeah.
And some of them even made posts about what had happened, even though I had said, you know, don't say anything about this. They couldn't not.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they saw it. And they saw his joy.
Yeah.
Which, after a couple of years, was why I finally was like, you know, this is a story that needs to be told.
Yeah.
These are the reasons. You have small things that will mean something to you for your whole life. Like feeding a dying man who just wanted to see you before he died.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, those are some of that is one of my whys, you know, like, why are you a wrestler? Because it gives something to other people.
Exactly. Exactly. Y'all hear it first. Hear the
right.
story about the guy from Lady Inferno. I'm kind of choked
And
up
that
a
is
bit
a
about
great
that.
story, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's honestly true. It's
yeah.
that little girl, Austin Michael's little girl that loves me, that I let her put my makeup on. You know, she's going to remember that.
Yeah, exactly.
She'll be like,
Yeah,
this one time I got to do a wrestler's makeup when
Yeah,
I was a little tiny
exactly.
kid.
Exactly.
You know, those are the things that there's not a lot of girls. So there's not a lot of wrestlers that she would have been able to do that
Exactly. Yeah, you're
That's right.
a role model. Yeah, but really, like
She's
you're
the
a heel.
queen
you're a heel, but like you are a role model to these little girls. Like she's getting up there and she's fighting these men, and she's showing us that we can do anything as women. We can get out here and fight these men, and we can't be held back. You can't be held back.
James Dean said
nobody's held you back.
He's the same way because even though people didn't know that he was deaf, he is deaf.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't let that stop him.
No, he's not.
That's right.
Yeah,
He didn't.
Very inspirational.
You're a very inspirational
Thank
man.
you. Thank you. Thank you for defeating that. Thank you for doing that because
and proving that
there's going to be somebody out there that watches that and be like, they're going to be inspired by that, and they're going to take that next step because you did.
That's right.
And just so you all know, he actually has a predecessor. We trained a little boy who is deaf.
Okay.
And he's started wrestling. His name is the ladies' man, John Nolan. He wrestles at TSW
nice.
also.
Okay.
Yeah, so he trained under Fiji.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
And I need to be his dad at the deaf school. I was a dorm parent, and he was one of my boys that I supervised. And when he found out I was a wrestler, he would not leave me know. But the time he waked up, he was on my leg and said, "Tell me about your weekend. What did you do?"
Oh, wow.
And I said, "Oh, gosh, I don't have time for this. I need to get you, make sure you're there to get you breakfast and get you to school. I could do this really fast." And he was really fast, I promise you that.
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right, tell me about your weekend. I have other things I need to do. Make sure other kids are right. Can I walk with you? You can talk. You can tell me about your weekend. You really wanted to know about my wrestling weekend?
Wow. Yeah.
Tell me about it."
You was his hero. You're his
All right.
hero.
So
That's
I was
right.
just like talking to him and tried to wake up all the kids. It's like I gotta get up, and then the kid, he was right there like, "What did you do? Did you win a belt? Why did you lose?" He was asking me thousands of questions of every day I do over the weekends. And by the time he graduated from high school, and he mentioned me, he said,
Oh, wow.
"Can I come train you?" I said, "First of all, you have a job, because you need something to fall back.
Yeah.
Just in case something happens and all that." He said, "Yeah, I got a job." I said, "Okay. You have transportation?" "Yeah." I said, "Are you ready to drive all the way where I am?" "Yes."
Oh, wow.
"Okay." He's driving from Louisville and go all the way wherever TSW is going.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sometimes that's Jellicoe, Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
he's gonna make it.
He's committed. He's committed.
That's awesome.
I used to go to the deaf school with him, and we would do career day there.
Uh-huh.
And this same boy would always stand. They say, "You have any questions? First hand up."
Yeah.
Always wanted to know about the wrestling.
Yeah, that's
Always.
awesome. Yeah, when people get it in their blood, they get it in their blood. You know, I never got to get in the ring, but it's still in my blood. And then like we started this and we started doing this, and I get to talk to all these different wrestlers, and like it just like every show, like that's my favorite show. And then like now this is my favorite show. Like the next one will be my favorite show. It's there's so like everybody is such good. I meet such good people, and they're such sweethearts, and they're
See,
so
now you're gonna
awesome
be
people.
disappointed because this one's gonna be for your favorite show.
I know, right? It is. It is going to be my favorite.
Joking, but
James Dean
seriously, I
said,
mean,
James Dean said, "Thank you for sharing your stories. He really appreciated it."
Yeah.
And just so you know, one of the Brotherhood actually suggested that we bring you on. It was Joe Hamlin.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And I appreciate that because I really did like y'all when I saw you at KPW.
Yeah, we watched y'all wrestle over there. Me and Johnny
Yep.
were there.
We were
I
there
was
for
probably
some.
on the outside.
Yep, you were.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
Fiji here, he was destroying all of his opponents that was there that night.
Was he?
Always.
Did he fight two people?
Yep.
He fought two people that
Yep.
night. That's right. Yeah. It was a triple threat match or something, I think.
It was two people. It was a handicap match. Two people were beating on him, but he was
He
messing
ended up
them
winning,
up.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He destroyed them. With,
This was recently. This is.
yes.
That was probably Ram Jam and his brother.
Yep. That's
James
who it was.
Dean.
That's what I was thinking
We can't. It's too late in there to take a call. James, it's kind of late in the podcast to take a call, but
Sorry, James.
These guys have got about an hour and a half drive, so we're gonna have to let them get out of here. But is there, you guys? The mic is yours. It's the end of the show. Say whatever you need to say.
Come to Barberville on Saturday. Let's see, they're having a Jeep show over there. The bell time is at 6 o'clock. TSW. Fiji will be defeating Mike Murphy. I will send you a copy of the flyer for October 29th. Because
Send me anything that y'all are doing from now on, okay? If you guys little videos or something you want to send us, we'll post them on the podcast page. We got several little groups that we post stuff in, the Nice Guy Nation group. You guys can get on there and post anything y'all want. We're trying to build that group page.
Awesome.
And you guys are friends of the podcast forever now. We really appreciate it. And this is my favorite episode so far. And hopefully,
Mine too.
you know, and we're having Enzo on Saturday. So
That's
I'm sure he
exciting.
won't. I'm sure he won't be
That
as
is
entertaining as you.
Oh, and again,
I'm
we're
kissing the
doing-
queen's ass.
We're doing the what did they call that? Where did I do my paper? It's called the CDF and Let's Go. Let's CDF and Go. It's the Children's Diabetic Foundation
In Florida.
Tampa, Florida.
Appreciate it.
And like I said, we basically had to buy all of our own stuff. If you want to be a sponsor of the
When
Fiji
y'all were
WildMan
down there doing that,
Lady
if
Inferno.
we are having a show, please call in the show and tell us about it. Like, you guys can call the show and we'll give you a little voice if something big like that y'all were doing. We don't mind at all. Like, you know, this podcast is a voice of independent wrestling. So anything that you need to announce or anything, you can announce it
is
with
a
us.
Saturday through a Tuesday, so you'll probably not be on. But
Yeah,
you
maybe we'll make
hit
an
you up
effort
while
to
we're
be
down
on.
there.
Wildman, you have anything you want to say?
No way.
Okay,
He's a man of few words.
the man, a few words.
His-
I can't wait to
his
see you guys
best do the
wrestle
talking
next.
for him.
Johnny, you need to say anything?
Oh, yes. I'd like to thank my guest here, Lady Inferno, the Queen,
The Queen of Fire.
and Fiji WildMan for being here and sharing their stories. We appreciate it because it's inspirational. And I guarantee that there might be a future wrestler out there that's watching and he's heard your story and he might want to become a wrestler. And that might be an inspiration to him.
Yeah. So what we do after the podcast is we usually take a few little pictures. Take a picture with the bell. We'll take a picture together, all of us, and then we'll have you guys. We got a little book over here. We got have you guys sign it,
Fun.
and then y'all can be on y'all's way. I know y'all got a big drive ahead of you. So, but I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and Fiji WildMan and Lady Inferno was our guest tonight, and they're very inspirational people, and Fiji WildMan is deaf, and he has overcame that as being a professional wrestler. And Lady Inferno is the only lady in her promotion, and she fights guys, and that's very inspirational. And we thank both of you guys for coming and telling us your stories. And I just had a great show, so thank you guys for coming.
Stay nice.
Thank you for inviting us.
And stay
Thank
nice,
you.
guys. Check them out on their YouTube and their
right.
Facebook pages. And what's your Facebook page?
Oh, hang on.
You got
is why I
Twitter too,
write it
right?
down. No, I have Instagram.
Instagram.
So, my Instagram is Lady Inferno _ Queen of Fire, and my Facebook is Lady Inferno, Queen of the Fire.
Okay, and does Fiji have?
You have Facebook and Instagram. Is it both Fiji WildMan?
No, my Instagram is Def Peppy 42.
Okay,
That's my Instagram, and the Facebook, the Fiji WildMan.
Fiji WildMan.
Nice.
Okay, guys, check out the Nice Guy Andy podcast YouTube channel, and check out Bobby Plade's YouTube channel. Go over to the Nice Guy Andy podcast YouTube channel, and you can check out all the other episodes. We have over 200 videos on there right now. We got over close to 100 podcasts. So check us out. Check out Andrew Watkins on Facebook. Follow me for my reels. We are monetized on Facebook, so any likes, comments, shares, anything of our content helps out the podcast. And you guys can send us stars. I should have announced that before, but you can send us stars on the Facebook page, regardless of if we're live or not. And we're doing this show Wednesday nights now and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. And I'll be on vacation in October, so Johnny will probably be by himself. Johnny and Sean will be back, and they'll be doing a show by themselves. Maybe Leon will come in here too. But we appreciate you guys, and tune in Saturday. New South Wrestling is bringing us Enzo, the real one, Enzo. Formerly known as Enzo Amore of WWE. Right. He is going to be in the studio at 9 o'clock on Saturday. He's doing a autograph signing over at the local, what is the place called?
It is Matt's Gaming and Collectibles.
Matt's Gaming and Collectibles. I think that's in Eastland Shopping Center,
yep.
Right? Anthony Presley from New South Wrestling has brung Enzo to us, and he is such a friend to this podcast. And everybody, New South Wrestling, check out their YouTube channel and check out their Facebook and give those guys some love, because Anthony is a great, great guy. And hopefully maybe Fiji will be a wrestling for him at some point. Hopefully. We'll put the word in for you guys. And y'all can
also, if you can, go to TSW where you'll see these two. Yeah. Fiji's going to be taking on Mike Murphy.
He's going to be beating him. So.
Yeah, he is.
He's going to be beating him to death. So, yeah, like Barberville this weekend, if you're not going to be watching the podcast, well, watch the podcast at the show. And so you can
listen. Your podcast is at like 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah, it's at 9.
Okay, well, see, our show starts at 6. So
yeah.
You can watch the show, and then you can miss like the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Yeah. Be okay.
That's why you're the queen. You got all the good ideas.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys, everybody, and much love. And
stay nice.
Stay nice.
Yeah.
That ain't what your mama said.
Hey now, Sean. Stay nice.